Yeah, man. We're back again, man. Let's get the bad news out the way. Yeah, the bad news. Well, everything is bad. The debate is bad. Yeah, man. Bronny got drafted, man, at 55 from the Lakers, man. He's the only 55th pick everybody talks about. He's the 55th pick, nigga. And they talk about him on ESPN. This is fucking sad. They're not even talking about the number one pick. They talk about some nigga who was drafted 55th. Get the fuck out of here. Look at this shit.
All been waiting for. So
we all been waiting for a 55th round pick.
For the Lakers' 55th pick.
Oh my gosh.
With the 55th pick in the 2024
Adam Silver didn't even. It's not even Adam Silver.
Lakers select Bronny James from the University of Southern California.
Oh man, this is fucking sad, bro. Talk about some nigga who was drafted 55th. They're not even talking about the number one pick. And this is fucking straight bullshit. See, LeBron James, see, he don't run the NBA. Why y'all be hating? Y'all lying on the man. Yeah, they talk about a 55th pick. Fuck out of it. Yeah. Now this shit is fucking straight bullshit. The Lakers get a second round pick every year. And then why they ain't talk about their second round pick no time until this year for some reason. I'm talking about ESPN, well, mainstream media. Nobody talk about the Lakers second round pick ever. Fuck out of here, bro. Yeah, man. We got this debate later, man. Niggas thought I wasn't gonna show up. Yeah, man. They put an age restriction. They put an age restriction on my video I did last night. I ain't do nothing to do that. Carmine, get off my dick, bro. Let's go somewhere, nigga. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Keep fucking with my videos and shit. Fucking bitch. Yo, salute, man. Yeah, man. Do they talk about the 92nd round pick? Third round pick? Fifth round pick? No. Bronny was the last pick in the draft. And that nigga been balling. But they don't even talk about it. They say, yo, man, he got a lot of weapons, man. That's so disrespectful. Remember when the backup came in? When we were playing Philly, he had the same weapons, and he couldn't move the ball. Fuck out of here, man. You saw when Brody paid Philly straight up. We went to Philly last season and clocked them niggas, 42-19, nigga. And that's what would have happened in that championship game if he wouldn't have got injured. Yeah, I'm talking about Brody now. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about Bronny. They said Bronny will be started by this. Yo, they said that. Oh my God. If they said that, bro, that's crazy. The Lakers are better off drafting Magic Johnson. The Lakers are better off telling Magic to come out of retirement at 60-something years old. Come out of retirement. But anyway, man, I hope the guy have a good career, man. Fuck it. I ain't gonna hate on the young fella. LeBron just didn't want to give him allowance no more. He said, yo, you got to make your own money, motherfucker. I'm trying to give you an allowance. I got to give you 10,000 a week and shit, man. Fuck that shit, man. I'm going to get you in the NBA, nigga, before you can get paid. Oh, shit. Yeah, man. We're going to watch Joe Biden on my 8. Well, let's say 8, but you know, they ain't going to start exactly at 8. George and Harper qualified for the All-Star game. So, my Giants lost in 10 innings today. We lost 5-3. Man, we suck, man. What the fuck is wrong with us? Yeah, man. Yo, what? Yo, man, that shit is crazy, man. They got. Well, fuck it. Fuck it. Y'all look at on the side, man. Oh, that's Mookie's video. He said Lakers dumbest franchise ever. Drafts Bronny James. Yo, I saw oh yeah, here go Big Toe video. He said 2 bums are playing together. James and James. Oh shit. Yeah, man. Shit, crazy, bro. No wonder they saved the Laker game for last. The best Laker games, because they knew he was going to get drafted around that time. Best Lakers games for last year. They couldn't show not one playoff game though. What Denver did to them, they said we can't show them shit. Denver kicked that ass. Y'all hope they see Denver again in the playoffs. Denver gonna kick their ass again. Only LeBron fans still talk about the bubble. Man, we beat them in the bubble. Man, we beat them in the bubble. Yeah, they beat y'all out the bubble. They've been whipping your ass. So we know that bubble was bullshit. You can't even say. All right, they won 7. No, they swept y'all, and General swept y'all this year. Then what Lakers fans say, yo, them games was close. Them games was close, man. They said the games was close, but when KD got swept, right, by Boston, you know all them games was close. They don't say that. They said KD got swept, man. He should retire. Yeah, I mean, that's how it is. Do the Lakers go to the championship because they got Bronny now? Y'all hope they play Denver again in the playoffs. And Denver gonna destroy them niggas. Well, what lie to the public about, bro? Oh, that was earlier. T-Cars had me so bad, bro. I forgot at that time. Well, T-Cars, don't even come in here today, bro. I don't want to talk to you. No. Don't come in here. Yo, he made me forget, man. The nigga had me so fucking pissed. T-Cars, if you listening, or when you come in, don't even come in, bro. I ain't fucking with you, bro. Don't even come. Go to Mookie channel. Mookie on right now. Go over there. Or go to Big Tone. Don't come over here, dog. I ain't fucking with that nigga no more, bro. That nigga's a fucking asshole. That he wanna kill. He gonna wanna kill me too. I ain't gonna block with him. I'ma still let him in, but I don't want him in here tonight. I ain't fucking with him. That nigga be having me heated and shit. Little pussy nigga living up in fucking Aurora, Colorado. Fuck out of here, punk ass nigga. I done said that. I forgot because the nigga T-Cars had me fucking mad, bro. He said I never shared the swing. Well, you talk on my other video I did. Like, what are you talking about, bro? The one when I was playing what's the name? Same old shit. Like, what are you talking about? Yo, you started that with me, man. Yo, you called me a liar. Don't do that, bro. The Yankees down 8-0 in the bottom of the second. Well, who the fuck picked it for them? They're down 8-0. Oh my gosh, man. Yo, we're gonna do this debate, man. We're gonna cover it. Where's Damien at? See? He said I ain't gonna show up. Where you at, nigga? I'm here, nigga. I'm here, nigga. Yeah, man. Bronny, man, he probably averaged 40 points a game, man. They gonna cheat for him. Now, let me stop playing. They ain't gonna average no 40 points. Yo, who? Well, the Lakers ain't even got good players. That means D'Lo. What D'Lo? He a free agent, right? I don't even know. Is D'Lo a free agent or he's still there? I don't even know. Well, he might not be there now if he's still there. He be at Famoose. D'Lo, yeah, gone. Well, I don't even know if he's still there. I don't follow the Lakers. Yeah, man. Yeah. What it do? Salute and blessings. Yeah, man. Y'all got Bronny, man. Yeah, man. The 55th pick. He get talked about more than the #1 pick. That's crazy. Yo, what I'm looking for? Oh, I'm trying to find baseball. What we got? What we got tonight? Ah, fuck it. I missed it. Fucking get it. They had the 20. Man, I saw them the other day. I don't want to watch them. My Giants, I missed that game. Man, fuck. Hey, no. I'm gonna watch the debate though. Hey, the great debate. That's what I put in the title, right? The Great Debate. Yeah, man. So the 55th pick, man. They should call him the number one pick. Imagine. No, forget it. I ain't gonna even say it. Y'all gotta see when they start arguing. When he fuck up on a play, is LeBron gonna yell at him? Oh, you know he gonna fuck up on a play. They all fuck up. Michael Jordan fucked up on the play. Yo, is that gonna really happen at the point? Yeah. When LeBron gonna go out the game, he coming? Or they gonna be on the court together? Man, I don't know. All I know, JJ Redick state coach. But that's a LeBron friend. Yo, the Lakers. Yo, I never saw the Lakers act like this ever, bro. They really sold out for this guy, bro. Kenny Buss, man. That's how you going out. You selling out for one player. Now I can see if LeBron. Let's say LeBron was like 27 or something. The nigga about to be 40, and you selling out for him. Anthony Davis. They act like that nigga 40. Yo, they don't even show Anthony Davis love. They act like the nigga 40. LeBron is the one at 40. He about to retire, not Davis. Yeah, oh shit. He's at it on the scene. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm waiting for this debate to come. Well, I don't know if they're gonna start right away. But the coverage start at 8. Wait. Okay. Yeah, they got it on 100 channels. They got it in Spanish, everything. They want everybody to see this shit.
President and Donald Trump agreeing to move up the timetable essentially before early voting begins in the fall. Tonight's debate.
Oh, let's start at 9. Oh,
Candidates in U.S.
we got another hour.
Biden is now 81. Donald Trump is 78. Polls repeatedly show that many Americans don't want either one of these candidates, which is why tonight could be pivotal.
They said they don't want nobody. They said nobody don't like none of them.
Donald Trump is also now the first convicted felon to run on a major party.
The first convicted felon to run on a major party.
Washington, Florida, and Georgia. Some voters have signaled this has changed their thinking.
They said he the first. He shouldn't even be running. That's the point. He shouldn't be running. There shouldn't be no first.
Holding several 90-minute mock debates before taking the stage this evening. Donald Trump holding several rallies, I should say, ahead of tonight's showdown. Also behind the scenes, some policy sessions with his advisors. The debate tonight moderated by CNN will air right here on ABC. We should also note here tonight that
ABC. I watch it ABC. I don't fuck with ABC, man. Fucking weird.
Offer that to all of the networks to carry as well, just as we're doing right here tonight. So we are about 57 minutes or so from the start of this debate.
57 minutes or so.
House Blue team right here. So tonight we're watching. This will very likely, as we all know in this room, consequential night in this race for president. There is a lot on the line for both of these candidates. Let's get right to ABC's Rachel Scott. She's going to kick it off for us tonight. She's
Rachel Scott
in Atlanta, setting for tonight's debate. And Rachel, the debate there will have no audience.
No audience. No audience.
Particular candidate is their turn to speak, and you've also learned more tonight about the distance between these two candidates, about notes or no notes, and whether or not they'll have any interaction with their advisors.
They're gonna say they're gonna have no notes.
Yes, David, this debate is going to
be right.
A whole lot different for the candidates.
Like Damien was saying, they're gonna hold up cue cards. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna have notes. All right, man. Get out of here.
When it is their turn to speak, they will not be allowed to communicate or talk to their aides or advisors during commercial breaks. They will also not be allowed to take anything pre-written onto that debate stage.
Yeah, you gotta have the cards up there. That's why I ain't got the audience there.
Of course, there will be no studio audience tonight. No one to cheer them on. That's something Donald Trump has complained about, but his advisors are hoping that it does keep him more on message, David.
Well, let me ask you about that, Rachel, because I know Donald Trump's...
Yeah, like I said, it's on
new reporting on this.
the Spanish channels. They got it on too.
Not having an audience sort of egging on the candidates, things
they got it all over.
Might actually help if they believe keep their candidate, the former President Donald Trump, on message in a way that perhaps we haven't seen.
And we know that the former president, David, feeds off of a crowd. When you look at those past debates, he really does feed off of the crowd cheering after he delivers some of
He feed off the crowd?
So that's why we've seen the former president complain about not having a studio audience there. But his advisors do tell me they believe that this will help keep the former president on message, focus on the critical issues.
Are they gonna do this the next time too?
Are top of mind to voters. Of course,
4 years from now? No audience.
Former president who's on the attack, or is it much more measured version of the former president who wants to stay on message, David?
And let me ask you, Rachel, about President Biden himself. He'll be on the stage, of course, opposite Donald Trump. It was 4 years ago. We remember the debates back then, the sort of the cross-talk, the interruptions. Is it the hope of the...
I don't even know how Trump get to run again. Anyway,
that this new rule about the mic being off?
let's say Trump win. He only could do what? He could do 4 years. He only could do one time, right? Because he did a term once. Right.
That is the hope, David. But I will tell you, I've been talking to advisors for the Biden campaign who have been here in this room, and they do acknowledge one thing, that even though the viewers may not hear an interruption because the former president's mic might be turned off when it's not his turn to speak, that does not mean that President Biden will not hear it himself. And so the advisors are hoping that the president ignores sort of any distractions, but they do know that the former president can still make some sort of offhanded comment, some type of attack line if he wanted to. They're hoping that the president stays focused, stays on message. But we'll have to see how this all plays out, David.
Okay, Rachel Scott right there in Atlanta for us.
Well, how many debates they have before the voting? How many? Only have 3? I think it's 3, right?
Everybody in this room and everybody at home, we know these presidential debates, Mary, have outsized audiences. This is the earliest presidential debate.
What's good, Ed? Yo, go, Ed. That's my goat, bro. I'm playing for the Lakers. Now you must be happy about the pick. No, man. I'm a Pacer fan, man.
America knows both of these men. So what is the
I don't fuck with LeBron, man.
Trying to convince people who've already
He number 30 all time on my list. Number 30.
Not everyone is engaged in this race yet, exactly as you said, and that's why they want it.
His song gonna make the top 100 because they're gonna do another 25 soon. So his song gonna make the top 100.
What is really at stake here? The president's goal is to hold Donald Trump accountable for what he did when he was in office. He wants to remind voters of the chaos of the Trump campaign.
Yo, that shit is crazy, bro. Yo, they got female basketball. Those clouds are 2, I think. Oh, it's only 2? I thought they had 3. So it's 2.
Knows age is a factor. He has to show voters he is up for the job and that he can win. And that really is one of the key issues here, if not the key issue, the issue of age, of fitness. If he's up to a second term, we just saw the arriving in Atlanta late today.
I don't even know who the Lakers' first game was against. It'll probably be against the Clippers, right? Or it could be against Cleveland. Well, LeBron played for so many teams. Is it going to be Cleveland, Miami?
Look, the president has been making his case.
Or the Clippers. It gotta be one of them three.
The largest audience though, that he is going to have so far in this race to make that case. Yes, they know he needs a strong performance, but they feel that this is the best chance they have to really wake up voters and explain what is at stake here. They also feel, look, the Donald Trump supporters.
Yeah, what they said, everybody for LeBron draft class has retired.
Donald Trump isn't going to be able to grow much, and that's where they see opportunity for that.
We also have images of Donald Trump arriving there late today. He talked about a very different.
So we got 50 minutes and 40 seconds to this debate, man.
He said he has spent his whole life
So,
getting ready for this.
I'm probably fall asleep. Let me stop here.
Advisors.
Let me stop playing. Jamie don't believe that shit.
In years past, on which Donald Trump should show up tonight, the combative one or the more statesman-like Donald Trump.
I don't know how you get the money again, and he a convicted felon, man.
President Biden.
He wasn't convicted. Why is he getting the money?
He's now a convicted felon. His opponent.
I certainly think he is going to bring it up. Look, that he's running a campaign ad that is centered on this. We've seen the president comment on this.
Why do you want to be president again anyway? Why?
And how far does he go in hitting the former president on this? This is a very different country and a very different set of circumstances than the last time that they faced off. You had January 6th. You have had now the former president convicted of those 34 felony counts. The president is going to remind voters of all of that as they go into.
Yeah, I don't understand why he want to be president.
What will the counterpunch be from Donald Trump if you go there? Let's bring in Lindsay Davis. So, Lindsay, you and I are going to be taking notes off to the side on this debate.
You said have a good night. What are you talking about, dude?
Two men. Let me ask you, though, because you and I have talked about this before.
I don't fall asleep. I was joking, bro.
Both have been president in front of the country. Have made up their minds on them.
I should have started at 8:30. I thought they started around 8:30. I thought they do the.
There's a name for these high.
So they come on an hour before.
The double haters, right? It might sound like a song. It's a familiar tune. These are the people who don't like either of the choices. This is really the jump ball. This is the target for these two men.
But what I saw, I don't know what's worse. What's worse? Well, we don't even know who's going to be the next president. But what's worse, Donald Trump running, convicted felon, or Bronny James getting drafted by the Lakers? What's worse?
Nearly half of those voters consider themselves triple haters. They don't like any of the choices.
I can see if Bronny James was who the worst team in the league. What, Detroit? It was drafted by Detroit. All right.
Double haters matter.
Well, and the double haters isn't a surprise to us. That's the political phrase. They say that all the political pundits. We are pundits for the night, but that's the phrase that's out there. But I think just regular folks who hear it all the time. You know, how did we get here again? How was possibly President Biden, Donald Trump?
What Dante we said?
But it is. And so
You was berserk earlier.
Looking at the numbers over the course of many weeks, but most importantly, going into tonight, several major national polls.
Yeah, they should do a poll. What's worse? Donald Trump running? The president get on Bronny James getting drafted by the Lakers.
0.2 percentage point that separates Trump and Biden. And what's striking to me is that it is barely.
Who the hell is Kennedy? They got 9.1. Who the hell is Kennedy?
The last couple of weeks, last month since the Trump conviction, got Biden a little bit of a bump, but really not that much. It's essentially a tied race nationally.
Trump ain't winning, or re-election. The Democratic judge will lock his ass up. No, I don't know if he gonna win. No, I say if he wants to win. I don't know who gonna win. Motherfuckers don't like Biden or Trump.
Exactly. It's really all within the margin of error. And I don't think there's anyone that would doubt it's going to be an enormously close race. With the C factors that you're talking about, Lindsay mentions people that don't like either one of the candidates. That's how it manifests itself, is you have a very tight race.
If Kanye wasn't getting into the race, he'll win. They'll say, fuck it. I don't want to vote for them. Fuck it. I'll vote for Kanye. Kanye what? Fuck it.
If you go down each one of these issues, Rick,
there go, fuck it.
Which candidate?
They'll vote for JJ Redick. They said we ain't fucking with up to JJ Redick. I don't know who the fuck he is, but fuck it, I'm gonna vote for.
That's going to be important to their vote. That is an enormous number. You've got about a third of voters, a little more than that, that say immigration is the number one issue. And yes, to that advantages. That is Trump trusted by more than by a 10-point edge on the issue of inflation and 12 points on the issues of immigration and the border. The issues that candidate Joe Biden.
Well, you talk about Kennedy? That guy allegedly had a worm in his brain at one point. That Kennedy guy.
That's a big Biden advantage.
He said, "Yeah, wait. You know, you have like a something in your brain, like a. Cause you remember they said never let a fly get in your ear to go to your brain. That's it. You're done. Or a roach. So if he had a worm on his brain and he's still alive, that shit is crazy.
These two have not seen before tonight, nor had Donna Brazil, Ryan Previous, and the rest of the team. This is the kind of material that we know that both candidates.
Yeah, they make anything up, bro.
We want to know what the voters want to see tonight, what they need to hear in order to change their minds about the candidates. We sent our team out to the key battlegrounds: Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, Georgia. These double haters that Lindsay was talking about. American voters out there who say, I'm not sold really on either one of these guys, and how is this our choice? So we asked
it's all
going into tonight's debate. What do you want to hear? What do you need to hear? I want to get all of your reaction on that. I would like to hear strength. Someone that's strong.
Yeah, let me turn this up. This is the people who voted. Oh, well, gonna vote.
We're looking for a strong economy. My husband owns a business. Self-employed people are really struggling in this economy to make sure their customers are taken care of, even if they're doing okay business-wise. So it's the middle-class person that's struggling.
I would need to hear from the candidates that they really understand what the average person is going through.
The rampant inflation that we're in right now is critical. I mean, it's eating us alive.
Tonight, we just want to hear from the candidates and see what they're going to do to boost the economy, put money back into Americans' pockets, and
they say this shit every 4 years.
Like the price of gas, and with inflation, filling up my car every week and spending so much money on gas is something that takes up my whole paycheck.
I feel like I just need to hear something that gives me hope for the future in general. I feel like sometimes it's tough to listen to either side.
I just don't want false promises. You know what I mean? If
you don't want false promises. They do this all the time.
I'm not looking to have anybody that wants to be an American.
I know these people ain't serious, bro. It's gonna be the same shit. Bunch of bullshit. I've been saying this for years. I want this, I want that. You never get it. This nigga said he spent his whole paycheck on gas. Get the fuck out of here, man. Stop that lying, man. And gas gonna go up. Everything gonna go up. What the fuck are we talking about, bro? It's gonna be the same shit. That's never gonna change, man. What's wrong with these people? You know what I'm saying? It's people, they really upset at me I don't vote. Then I always say the same thing I just said. None never changes, dumbass. What the fuck is... It ain't gonna change. It's gonna get worse. Like everything. Come on, man. Are these people serious, bro? None never gonna change. It's always gonna be worse. That's why I scare people on this planet. It never changes. It gets worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is fucking disgusting, bro. I am American. I have the right to vote. They really proud of that they vote. Man, shut up. Man, get the fuck out of here. You proud that you vote? They don't even want no audience there. They say you're not a part of this. Get the fuck out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. These people on this planet is fucking crazy. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with them. They really believe in the president, man. I can't believe this shit. Ben gave up on the president, bro. I probably gave up after after Reagan. My big gave up. They're fucked up niggas. Niggas is fucking full of shit. Yo, don't say that, man. Just because you're American doesn't mean you have to vote. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Dante. It's a rigged system. But there's people that's mad at me. They still mad at me now. Like, I know them. I mean, I grew up with them. Yo, man, you should vote one time. What? The fuck out of here. My homeboy, he'll call me, yo. No, I just voted, man. He all happy. The fuck you happy you voted? Fucking idiot. And he one of them same niggas who complain about gas prices. Like, you fucking idiot. Oh, anyway. Y'all know what today start? It's 39 minutes, man. Let me turn this, man. I'll turn it back. Because these dudes is boring me right now. Because they talking a bunch of bullshit. Like the world gonna be better. It ain't gonna be better. It's gonna be worse, man. Fuck out of here. I can't even make a fucking YouTube video without they fucking with my channel. And my channel is small. They put an age restriction on my other videos. What the fuck did I say? Well, I ain't say nothing. I ain't show nothing. Shut up. I can't even make a fucking YouTube video. North of Death huh? That's Steven Seagal, right? Yeah, when it gets to the Jamaican drug niggas. Yeah, that shit was cool. I ain't watching this. Yeah, let me go to the sports station. I'll go back at 9 o'clock. For this. So these niggas is boring. They talk a bunch of bullshit, like some done change. 9 o'clock. Y'all's away. Well, I'm gonna have to turn the TV up. Well, y'all gonna watch it yourselves. Well, you said, Mario, it's the first debate between a current and former president. Well, you had to have who? Now it was one president that did run again, but did they debate? I forgot the president. Four UConn players got drafted in the draft. Um, who's the best UConn player? Ray Allen? Ray Allen went to UConn. Oh, look at this, David. Well, he sent me a video. That's this nigga is sweating this shit. Y'all was talking to my homegirl earlier. Like, Yo, she said, yo. I said, but I never told her until today I don't believe in this. She said, I'm crazy. I can't even see the knife. Yeah, there's no knife. Yeah. Yo, even Joe who did the video, he replayed it, said no doubt. I said that when I first saw it. Cause man, I got the good eye. He ain't even got no knife. Everybody screaming. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. Oh, David. That shit is straight bullshit. Motherfucker ain't even got a knife in his hand. Yo, that was 100%. Yo, matter of fact, I'm gonna send it to one of my homies. I'm gonna see if they see us. Don't, but remember, the dudes do say don't die. No, I'm gonna tell them before they could look out for them. If they say they see a knife, I'm gonna say fuck you, bro. I'm gonna send it to one of my homies. Cause I'm telling them, they look at this fake attack. They say the guy got a knife. He got no knife. If they watch it and say they saw a knife, I'm gonna say fuck you, bro. That was the nature was talking. Oh, that's what nature was talking about. I said nature. When she brought that up about the bishop, I didn't even hear. Oh, she thinks she saw the knife. If he did have a knife, that shit still would have been fake. Even if he had a knife in his hand, it would have been like a fake knife. The way you could tell it's fake because he's walking up there, nobody trying to grab him. So that's how you know it's bullshit. That's how you know it's straight bullshit. The nigga walking up there, nobody don't grab him. I saw motherfuckers, a girl, a dude and a girl arguing. They could be boyfriend or they married. A stranger tries to break it up. But they'll say mind your business and shit. But that's the point I'm bringing that up for. They just let the guy just walk up there. Nobody even try to stop. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I believe in lions, man. I saw a lion, so I believe in it. Yo, why niggas get mad at me? I don't believe in this. It's just me. You can call me crazy. Yeah, man. How much time left to this debate? Oh, 32 minutes. Yeah, I should go off the air and come back, bro. Because I'm feeling time. I'm not really saying that. But I thought this shit was 8 o'clock. Don't I believe in what? Plant pussies? Now, don't ask me what I believe in, bro. I just said I don't believe in this. That was one thing I just said. Man, motherfuckers going crazy over that shit. You know, like I was talking to my whole girl earlier. I told her, she said I'm crazy. She said, "I better not ever say that again." I'm like, yo, River, yo, I never saw them. Like, fuck that. She said, so I was talking crazy. I'm like, oh. She said, what about in the zoo? I said, when I went, I ain't see nothing. I never saw him at the zoo. And we used to go to the zoo a lot. The Bronx Zoo, we used to always go there. And that Coney Island. Like I said, I went to Safari 3 times in Six Flags. I ain't see them fucking there. Yo, salute T Street, brother. What up, my brother? You still around, man? I haven't seen you. T Streets, man. I haven't seen you. Oh yeah, cause Ticket don't let nobody in. Yo, T Streets, you gotta watch that debate tonight. Well, that's why I came out. I thought that shit was at 8. Now I gotta wait till 9. That's why I'm trying to cover it. But that debate shit. Nah, that's Mookie. What do you mean Mookie? No, no. Oh, I had talked to Mookie like a couple weeks ago, cause he threw that play. Now he gave me the thing. I signed out with that what's that shit called? Playback. Yeah, I gotta get on it. Instead, I'll be doing this live. Then I don't know when he don't go live like the time. Remember he used to go at nighttime, but he go anytime now. He live now. But I didn't know. I would have covered the debate. I still fucks with Boo. That's my thing. Oh, you ain't watching it? Now the reason I'm watching live, see the recap. Remember they don't show clips unless you just watch the whole thing over. They don't show. They don't show it. They show the shit you want to hit. Well, they want people to hit. So that's why. No, I do watch the debate. So, but this year they doing it weird. It's only them two. There usually be like 3 people there sometimes. Matter of fact, they did have the other debate earlier this year. I didn't watch that. Yeah, they did have one. That was with that lady. Well, I guess she fell out the debate. Ah, yeah, man. The Twins up. They beat the Diamondbacks 13-6. Man, what's all these runs being scored? When I watch the baseball game, that shit don't be crazy. Only when I'm watching my Giants, we give up a bunch of runs. Why would I tell? When I watch them, the fucking score is fucking 8-3 after fucking 4 innings. You know, fucking ass kids. Yo, man, I'm trying to kill his time, bro. 26 minutes, man. Yo, man. Now, I ain't gotta cut the stream off, but that'd be stupid. Cut it off and come back. No, I'm gonna just keep talking. And I gotta make my dinner too, man. What the shit started at fucking 8, bro.
The next guy I think really needs to see him because form is right there for Cam Young as well. 500 number here on this day. Plenty of directions we can go. Ricky Fowler also injects himself late into the conversation. But talk to me about Young and the necessity of this moment against this type of field to finally see one go. It's time. It needs to happen.
Imagine if Trump win again, man. We all in trouble. Yo, now all these bear videos coming across my fucking YouTube feed. It say hiker builds a special bond with bear after being charged by it. What a bear charged him? Wait, let me play this shit. Now these shits want to come across my fucking feet.
This man was riding his bike when a bear hiding in a bush charged at him. It continued to chase him, seemingly extremely aggressive.
Why am I speaking
The
of?
bear stopped and let out a cry. This experienced hiker realized that the bear was not being aggressive, but was actually in desperate need of help. This mother bear led the man to a tree.
What happened? What the fuck happened? Oh, my speaker on. Wait, hold on. Let me turn this shit on.
Terrified. Likely they had been stuck here for days with the mother unable to get them down.
Now these bear videos want to call it
quickly climbed down and ran back to their mother. Amazingly, many years later, the same hiker was fishing from a river in the same area, and the bear found him and immediately recognized him, and even sat down with him, really showing just how smart and misunderstood these bears can be. This man was riding his bike.
I'm still ain't convinced. I'm still ain't convinced, man. I'm still not convinced, man. They said, get your popcorn ready for the Lakers. This will be fun to watch. Oh, this shit's crazy, man. Yo, tell you the truth. I don't even know what's the point of drafting Bronny James. Like, what's the point? I'm talking about with any team. Like, he's not gonna lead you to a championship. What's the point? They're the first father and son duo. I know what happened in Bayford with Griffey Jr. and Ken Griffey. And Fielder, Cecil Fielder and his son. Did it happen in football? Nah, that shit didn't happen in football. There's no way that shit could happen. If that shit happened in football, that means Pops never got injured. That shit could happen in football. Unless he have his kid when he's fucking 15 years old. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way it can happen. Football. Yeah, let me turn it back to the thing. Man. They're getting close. It's 8:38. Damn, it's on every channel. I ain't even gotta go back to the other channel. How many fucking channels this shit is on? Hey, let me go here.
John, we saw that during the State of the Union address. You and I, we watch it. We thought it was a disastrous performance. He's angry. He's yelling, screaming.
They more exciting than the other niggas, though.
You thought it was, the greatest speech ever given, John.
Yeah, well, listen, the great thing about what the media has done is that they've made themselves irrelevant to the refereeing of this debate. Americans are going to say, I'm going to look at my odds.
They said Biden age is a liability. How old is Biden?
I don't trust the people I used to call news anchors anymore. There is no amount of spin that CNN or MSNBC or Fox or anyone can put on this debate. The numbers you had on the screen before, that's 16%. That's a 16% that can start breaking that. If Donald Trump,
it's like 3 Joe Bidens anyway.
Talk to them on their
like it's like 3 Trumps.
And tell them I got a plan. I'm running for you to fix this. I'm going to do it. And if Joe Biden does what he's been doing, which is there's no problem, everything's fine. If Donald Trump and the
Joe Biden is.
Donald Trump could have a very good night. That 16% is kind of waiting for this moment. I think a lot of them will break after they see the performance tonight. And I agree with Robert. The media standard will be, did Joe Biden and not we will. He did like a little.
He's 81.
In the 70s, he's going to be declared the winner for the media. But in the minds of Americans, the stakes are much higher. And the threshold for victory is who is going to solve.
Oh, Biden has to be 81.
That's what's got to be won tonight.
Well, again, Joe Biden isn't solving any of those problems. And dinner table problems really come down to money.
Fucking around with Carmine, I might not make it.
I'll ask you, Robert, when you look at everything going on here, you look at that number.
That nigga threatened me and
not
shit.
sure who's going to win. And you talk about independence. I said it earlier. Are there really independents left in this country? There really people don't know who they're going to vote for between Donald Trump and Joe Biden.
He said it's any more independence left. So what the hell I am? Well, if I don't vote, I'm nothing, right? So I'm nothing. I don't vote.
Very few people, when you actually look at their history, whether it's a primary,
You know what I'm saying?
very few people are actually independent. What we do have left in this country is a lot of people.
You won't catch me voting.
Really aren't crazy about either candidate, and many of them kind of held their nose and voted for Biden and thought.
The only thing, what the fuck I ever voted for? Nothing. I don't even vote on the bullshit polls I see on fucking YouTube. That's it. That's what I do. That's the only voting I do. You know, that shit come across your screen. Who better? Jordan or who's the GOAT? Jordan or Bronny? I'm voting on bullshit. That's the only time I vote.
Everybody that kind of decides at the last minute. I mean, if you're out there in the middle and not sure where you're going to go, the odds are you taking Biden aren't very good.
That's at 19 minutes left. 19 minutes and 15 seconds. Everybody start.
John, especially I think your reaction because you're so involved in the investigation.
I can't even make it to the next channel without they showing this shit.
I think the very first thing I would recommend.
Look at this shit. This shit is so out of fucking.
Would you take it? All face lie about something that you personally knew was accurate. That's the information.
This shit is on every fucking.
All the compromise.
God damn. They want motherfuckers to watch this shit.
Chinese Communist Party. All the money has already been done.
Oh, you know they're gonna replay it later on for the people who come home late from work. This shit is crazy, man. Let me drink some nice cold water. I'll let myself in it. That's the only thing I vote for. Like I said, who to go? She a little white. That's Urkel. Yeah, I'm trying to kill time, man. I fucked up. I would have came in at 8:45. That whole. All right, let me watch this. Who is that? Nicki Minaj with a fucking blonde wiggle?
Joined us now live from the Biden's campaign watch party here in Atlanta. I'm sure that watch party love is going to be just in here. What are you hearing there as we approach the 9 o'clock? Tom, look, it's a little hard to hear it. It's hilarious. As a watch party, people are
Yo, what you say, Tony? You can look at a girl, you can tell she got good coochie or not. How? I don't know how you do that. I can't tell. I just gotta assume. What's he talking about?
Man, you were telling me just a few minutes ago that a top issue for you is reproductive rights. Of course, there was that incident of the Supreme Court decision. How important going into this debate? What do you want to hear from the president, and how can you take on Donald Trump?
You agree with the cats? Yo, I gotta go on mute, bro. You know what that means? If I gotta go on mute. Wait, hold on. I gotta go.
the gagging.
Yo. Back off some mute. Key cards, man. You're not invited tonight, man. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Originally, it was easy to
Fuck out of here, nigga.
So, for instance, at the very end of the very first debate, I mean, within seconds of the end, Hillary brought up, I believe her name was Alyssa Machado. She was a beauty pageant contestant in one event.
Oh, my God.
Hillary said, and Donald.
There's 8 minutes.
Bad bird cow. And if you watch the response, he gets very unnerved.
Yo, give me the race, bro. I gotta do it. Not do it from my other phone. I'll do
Because he's in that headspace to begin with. You know, he's erratic in terms of tenor and the degree of like how much torque he has on attacks. But he's within that bandwidth more than usual that he was in 2016.
Yeah.
Believe me, yeah, I thought you were going to be when you were done.
I thought I was gonna have an audience. This nigga, Damien don't want to hit the link again. Like the other night, yeah, he with the neighbor, man.
Chief political analyst Chuck Todd and senior Washington correspondent Hallie Jackson. I also think we almost have a basketball team. I don't have a softball team, but we can definitely do some damage somewhere. Chris, I'm going to start.
Shut up, man.
What makes tonight's debate so important?
Tom, I did a couple of things.
What?
One, tonight.
See, Mario trying to start trouble, being an instigator, bro.
This race we head into tonight, President Biden is trailing within the margin of error with not only nationally, but in key battles.
That's like Joe Biden is trailing.
Of the Biden campaign are viewing this as a
Yeah, they're gonna show it early.
change.
He losing to a convicted felon. Yeah, that shit is crazy, bro.
To talk about his accomplishments, to talk about what he believes his record is on the border. For example, he just took his executive actions on the border. He's trying to flip the script on Donald Trump, who's obviously made that a critical issue. And also, of course, reproductive rights. He'll take the gloves off, I think.
How you gonna lose to a convicted felon, bro?
Look, you and I were talking about this earlier.
I mean, you're trailing.
This debate will be as much about the performances.
Now, who is in the back
of
seat?
candidates as it is about the policy discussions that we see unfold tonight. If Donald Trump gets on the stage, if he's unhinged, if Biden has a big misstep, those sorts of things could wind up dominating the debate. But again,
They got a red carpet.
It's a chance for this race to start shaking up.
They got a red carpet.
Where is it at? CNN's headquarters?
Yeah.
Taking part in this, the mics are going to be cut off. There's also this issue about fact checks, and as a loyal listener to the Chuck Todd,
See, why you really an asshole, bro?
thoughts
All right.
about those fact checks, and you're the school.
Yeah,
that's
you hear
actually
me?
not that-
What happened, Ant?
You being an asshole. I see your comment in the back seat.
What you mean? I didn't say
You
nothing.
call me grandma. What the fuck is that?
line between correcting a fact and participating in the debate, and looking like you're having a fact.
Well, this also work, man. You should have slammed it.
When you do that, you don't mean to do it. You're trying. Trust me, we all have, especially when you run a talk show. Your own thing.
Yeah, man.
Jumping in.
Do they?
The viewer, you're doing a disservice to the viewer. Let's see.
I'm like, yo, Damien.
That part. And then look.
Wait, hold on. Let me turn this shit back. Damien.
What up, Ant?
Right.
Are you the fact checker?
Now, if Trump win, right?
What
He
happened?
already ran for president. Now, if Trump win, he
Yeah.
only could do one term, right? Only 4 years, right?
Right. And then Biden will come back and he'll do another term at the ripe age of 85.
No, because he already was president. I know you only could do 2 terms. So what's the point? I don't know why they want him president again. They can't find nobody else.
I mean, if he don't win this time, he can run again in 28. So if it's not Trump 2024, now it's going to like it was 2020. Now it's going to be Trump 2028. And if it's not Biden that wins, it's going to be Biden 2028. Like they're going to keep his old ass running it somehow.
Well, I got a feeling Trump gonna win.
Look at how much Botox they gave to Biden. Like he ain't got no more wrinkles now. Like most
That's
of
what
his
I'm saying.
wrinkles
It's
are
like
gone.
3 Bidens. And it's 3 Trumps.
There's at least 3 of each, probably.
I know. Now I'm saying 3. I know it's 2. I don't know about 3, but I just be saying 3. But I know it's 2 Bidens and 2 Trumps. Well, I think it's more than.
I mean,
I think it's
they've shown you in the movies how easy it is to make somebody look like somebody else.
yeah.
And then with all the freaking imaging and shit that they got, they can add to it now. All the technology, man. Again, these dudes, they don't even have to actually truly be in the same place. But I heard him say earlier on something that they were shutting down the news or the highways there in Atlanta, that the highways were shut down because these fucking clowns are in town.
Yeah, I forgot. That's what CNN that. It's in Atlanta. They shut the highways down.
Yeah, they said that the motherfucking highways were shut down, so you had to get on back roads, and it's a fucking Thursday, and Atlanta, everywhere around Atlanta is just fucking slammed with traffic.
Well, when the president come here, they when he come to Manhattan, they have like it'd be like 8 cars with sirens. The president's in the middle car, and they have the military too up in Manhattan. Military, they be out there.
If he don't win this time, Trump could run again in 2028. So again, it's all bullshit anyway. So like,
No, yeah, no. I'm not saying like if he win, he only could do 4 years.
well, and if Biden wins again, he's only got 4 more years, and he ain't done shit anyway.
Yeah,
Neither one of them do shit. I mean, let's be honest.
yeah,
Like,
that's what I was saying.
but it's crazy because they're gonna say that their viewership of the presidential debate was so high. Well, that's the only thing you got on fucking regular TV for people to watch.
Yeah. No, I'm not even on regular TV. Y'all do it. It's all over, bro. It's on almost every fucking channel. Okay. What the fuck? I couldn't even get back to the channel I had it on originally. It's on every fucking channel. Right, 49 seconds.
But yeah, Fox had a version of their feed and take on it that started at 8:30 because that's when the coverage of the U.S. blowing their 1-0 lead against Panama earlier in the Copa America.
Yo, you gonna commentate?
A what?
You gonna commentate?
Commentate.
Yeah. Why they talking? What they talking?
Are they on already? I'm in the kitchen right now, man. Sorry.
Y'all ready? What? What you say?
I said I'm in the kitchen right now. Are they already on?
No, it ain't on yet. I told them I want to come on.
I'm
I
gonna be
want you to
eat, I'm gonna
commentate.
be I'm gonna be eating here in a minute, so I'm gonna be listening to what these. I'm gonna watch how it goes because it's gonna be like I said. It's just one big sideshow.
Yeah. I'm gonna say you gotta commentate on it. I want you
I'm
to
gonna
do
be
it.
eating here in a minute. I
Yeah.
got
Now
I
the
got
point
I
I'm
got I got pork chops and white rice.
now the point I was saying that because I'm getting my food ready. Cause I thought this shit was gonna start at 8.
Yeah, I'm about to eat right now too. I'm just gonna listen to it at first and see what the fuck goes on. I just want to see their whole fucking like body movements and shit. And again, I think it's Anderson Pooper and somebody else, and that's allegedly, and the cameraman allegedly are the only people in there, and allegedly no notes, and allegedly nobody's gonna be there to talk to them during commercial breaks, and
Yeah.
allegedly there's all kinds of like secrecy going on with this whole event.
Yeah. Oh, that's Jake Tapper, this fucking bitch.
Uh oh, crapper.
I don't know who worse,
They
him or
always
Cooper.
well, they're both on the same level almost, but I think Pooper's got him by like one rank. But Jake Crapper isn't far behind him.
But what about Blitzer? That nigga's an asshole
Oh,
too.
he's definitely up in the ranks because he's not only, but he actually looks like the true Israeli takeover here in the U.S.
They said they can't talk through commercial breaks. You heard that?
Yeah, they can't talk to their advisors allegedly.
Yeah.
That'll be
Yeah.
something. I wonder if they're gonna make these old men stand up there for 90 minutes with no pee breaks and no water.
Yeah, like you were saying, it's probably a deep fake anyway, man. They probably did this debate already.
Which one do you think starts foaming at the mouth first?
I don't know. Probably
But
it'll
I'm
be
gonna.
Biden.
I just turned it up a little bit. Like I said, I'm about to start eating right now.
But I was about to say, it's probably a deep fake anyway. Well, we know. Yeah, they both walk fucked up. Oh, Jay Tapper hosting? Robin the Pooper, Scooper.
It's their top concern, the economy. President Biden, inflation has slowed, but prices remain high. Since you took office, the price of essentials has increased. For example, a basket of groceries that cost $100 then now costs more than
Pooper must have
$120.
had to run to the back to catch a cream-filled load real quick.
What do you say to voters who feel they are worse off under your presidency than they were under President Trump?
We got to take a look at what I was left when I became president.
He talking like that? What the fuck?
We had an economy that was in free fall. Pandemic was so badly handled. Many people were dying. All he said
Was he slurring?
No, the way his voice like he hoarse or something, like he was yelling.
Collapsed.
That's about Biden.
Unemployment rate rose to 50%. It was terrible.
They said he's been in the basement for 3 weeks practicing for this.
Exactly what we began to do. We created 15,000 new jobs. We brought
Trump is
out
just
another
so stoic. He's just such a great guy.
jobs.
look at these fucking clowns.
People are still in trouble.
Look at his little sad mealy mouth fucking face when they had him on the split screen.
Problem. Price of eggs, the price of gas, the price of
He wants to
housing,
talk
the price
so
of
bad and his
everything.
microphone's off.
That's why we're working so hard to make sure I deal with those problems. And we're going to make sure that we reduce the price of housing. We're going to make sure we build 2 million new units. We're going to make sure we
That's like groceries. That was $100. It's $20 more now.
That was left with the corporate greed is the reason why we're in this problem right now. In addition to that, we're in a situation where if you had to look at all that was done in his administration, he didn't do much at all. By the time he left, things were in chaos, literally chaos. And so we put things back together. We created, I said, those jobs. We made sure we had a situation where we brought down the price of prescription drugs, which is a major issue for many people.
Yeah, this shit is crazy, bro.
Insulin shot.
Cause I don't even know what the fuck he's saying. Why does his voice sound like
more than $200 for any drug, all the drugs they could do beginning next year. In a situation is making, and we're going to make that available to everybody, to all Americans. So we're working to bring down the price around the kitchen table, and that's what we're going to get done.
Thank you, President Trump.
I'm sure this shit is on YouTube. I'll play it for you.
We have never done so well. Everybody was amazed by it. Other countries were copying us. We got hit with COVID, and
he said the C word.
So we didn't end up in.
I'm gonna get a strike.
Which we had in 1929. By the time we finished, so we did a great job. We got a lot of credit for the economy, a lot of credit for the military, and no wars, and so many other things. Everything was rocking good. But the thing we never got the credit for, and we should have, is getting us out of that COVID mess. He created mandates that was a disaster for our country. But other than that, we had given them back a country where the stock market actually was higher.
Oh, they do that on YouTube.
And
yeah, I'm
not going. I can make my
for I don't know if people can hear it online. But it's still on Biden. This shit is slow like a motherfucker.
It is absolutely killing us.
Thank you, President Biden.
Oh, look, the greatest economy in the world. He's the only one who thinks that. I don't know anybody else who thinks that we have the greatest economy in the world. And, you know, the fact of the matter is that we find ourselves in a situation where his economy, he rewarded the wealthy. He had the largest tax cut in American history, $2 trillion. He raised a deficit larger than any president has in anyone.
The YouTube is behind me. I can't play.
As he had when he began, since Herbert Hoover. The idea that he did something that was significant in the military. You know, when he was president, we were still killing people in Afghanistan. He didn't do anything about that. When he was president, we were still finding ourselves in a position where you had a notion that we were this safe country. The truth is, I'm the only president this century that doesn't have this decade, that doesn't have any troops dying anywhere in the world like he did.
President Trump, I want to follow up if I can. You want
to respond to him?
Well, I'm going to ask you a follow-up. You can do whatever you want with the minute that we give you. I want to follow up. You want to impose a 10% tariff on all goods coming into the U.S. How will you ensure that that doesn't drive prices even higher?
Not going to drive them higher. It's just
the YouTube is ahead of me.
For years, what? China and many others, in all fairness to China, it's going to just force them to pay us a lot of money, reduce our deficit tremendously.
Wait, hold on, I'm going to switch it. I'll be right there.
But he made a statement. The only thing he was right about is I gave you the largest tax cut in history. I also gave you the largest regulation cut in history. That's why we had all the jobs. And the jobs went down and then they bounced back. And he's taking credit for bounce back jobs. You can't do that. He also said he inherited 9% inflation. No, he inherited almost no inflation, and it stayed that way for 14 months. And then it blew up under his leadership because they spent money like a bunch of people that didn't know what they were doing.
Because the tax cut scared the greatest economy ever since just prior to COVID, and even after COVID. It was so strong that we were able to get through COVID much better than just about any other country. But we scared, that tax scared. Now, when we cut the taxes, as an example, the corporate tax was cut down to 21% from 39%, plus beyond that. We took in more revenue with much less tax, and companies were bringing back trillions of dollars back into our country. The country was growing like never before, and we were ready to start paying down debt. We were ready to start using the liquid gold right under our feet, the oil and gas right under our feet. We were going to have something that nobody else has had. We got hit with COVID. We did a lot to fix it. We gave him an unbelievable situation with all of the therapeutics and all of the things that we came up with. We gave him something great. Remember, more people died under his administration, even though we had largely fixed it. More people died under his administration than our administration, and we were right in the middle of it, something which a lot of people don't like to talk about. But he had far more people dying in his administration. He did the mandate, which is a disaster, mandating it. When the vaccine went out, he did a mandate on the vaccine, which is the thing that people most objected to about the vaccine. And he did a very poor job, just a very poor job. And I will tell you, not only poor there, but throughout the entire world, we're no longer respected as a country. They don't respect our leadership. They don't respect the United States anymore. We're like a third world nation between weaponization of his election, trying to go after his political opponent, all of the things he's done. We've become like a third world nation, and it's a shame. The damage he's done to our country, and I'd love to ask him, and will, why he allowed millions of people to come in here from prisons, jails, and mental institutions to come into our country and destroy our country.
President Trump, we will get to immigration later in this block. President Biden, I want to give you an opportunity to respond to this question about the national debt.
He had the largest national debt of any president in a 4-year period, number one. Number two, that $2 trillion tax cut benefited the very wealthy. What I'm going to do is fix the tax system. For example, we have 1,000 trillionaires in America. Billionaires in America. And what's happening? They're in a situation where they, in fact, pay 8.2% in taxes. If they just paid 24%, 25%, either one of those numbers, they'd raise $500 billion, I should say, in a 10-year period. We'd be able to wipe out his debt. We'd be able to help make sure that all those things we need to do, child care, elder care, making sure that we continue to strengthen our healthcare system, making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do
the COVID, excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with, look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump?
He's right, he did beat Medicare. He beat it to death, and he's destroying Medicare because all of these people are coming in. They're putting them on Medicare, they're putting them on Social Security. They're going to destroy Social Security. This man is going to single-handedly destroy Social Security. These millions and millions of people coming in, they're trying to put them on Social Security. He will wipe out Social Security. He will wipe out Medicare. So he was right in the way he finished those things. And it's a shame. What's happened to our country in the last 4 years is not to be believed.
I said Biden froze up and didn't know what the fuck he was talking
They cannot
about.
believe what happened to the United States of America. They're no longer respected. They don't like us.
I don't know. I think I'm behind on YouTube.
They think we're stupid. They think we're very stupid people. What we're doing for other countries, and they do nothing for us. What this man has done is absolutely criminal.
Thank you, President Trump. Dana?
This is the first presidential election since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. This morning, the court ruled on yet another abortion case, temporarily allowing emergency abortions to continue in Idaho, despite that state's restrictive ban. Former President Trump, you take credit for the decision to overturn Roe v. Wade, which returned the issue of abortion to the states. However, the federal government still plays a role in whether or not women have access to abortion pills. They're used in about 2/3 of all abortions. As president, would you block abortion medication?
First of all, the Supreme Court just approved the abortion bill, and I agree with their decision to have done that, and I will not block it. And if you look at this whole question that you're asking, complex, but not really complex. 51 years ago, you had Roe v. Wade, and everybody wanted to get it back to the states. Everybody, without exception. Democrats, Republicans, liberals, conservatives, everybody wanted it back. Religious leaders. And what I did is I put 3 great Supreme Court justices on the court, and they happened to vote in favor of killing Roe v. Wade and moving it back to the states. This is something that everybody wanted. 10 years ago or so, they started talking about how many weeks and how many this and getting into other things. But every legal scholar throughout the world, the most respected, wanted it brought back to the states. I did that. Now the states are working it out. If you look at Ohio, it was a decision that was an end result. It was a little bit more liberal than you would have thought. Kansas, I would say the same thing. Texas is different. Florida is different. But they're all making their own decisions right now. And right now, the states control it. That's the vote of the people. Like Ronald Reagan, I believe in the exceptions. I am a person that believes. And frankly, I think it's important to believe in the exceptions. Some people, you have to follow your heart. Some people don't believe in that. But I believe in the exceptions for rape, incest, and the life of the mother. I think it's very important. Some people don't. Follow your heart. But you have to get elected also. And because that has to do with other things. You got to get elected. The problem they have is they're radical because they will take the life of a child in the 8th month, the 9th month, and even after birth. After birth, if you look at the former governor of Virginia, he was willing to do this. He said, we'll put the baby aside and we'll determine what we do with the baby, meaning we'll kill the baby. What happened is we brought it back to the states and the country is now coming together on this issue. It's been a great thing.
Thank you. President Biden?
It's been a terrible thing.
The
fact is that the vast majority of constitutional scholars supported Roe when it was decided. Supported Roe. And that's this idea that they're all against it is just ridiculous. And this is the guy who says the state should be able to have it. We're in a state where in 6 weeks, you don't even know whether you're
pregnant. You said talk about the hate, you dumb motherfucker. I'm letting him play, stupid. We talk about it when it's over. I'm going to talk over.
Turn civil rights back to the states. But each state have a different rule. Look, there's so many young women who have been, including the young woman who just was murdered, and he went to the funeral.
It's a pussy
that she was murdered by an immigrant coming in to talk about that. Here's the deal: there's a lot of young women being raped by their in-laws.
And I wasn't there from, bitch. Yo, come on, why you can't hit my link, bro? Like, for real, bro.
It's just ridiculous.
Fucking
They can do nothing about
stupid,
it.
man.
And they try to arrest them when they cross state lines.
Thank you.
There have been many young women murdered by the same people he allows to come across our border. We have a border that's the most dangerous place anywhere in the world, considered the most dangerous place anywhere in the world. And he
Abortion is
opened it
really
up
for
for
the
these
black
killers are
ladies,
coming into
man.
our country.
That's the only
And
reason
they
they
are
do that
raping
shit.
and killing women. And it's a terrible thing. As far as the abortion is concerned, it is now back with the states. The states are voting. And in many cases, it's frankly a very liberal decision. In many cases, it's the opposite. But they're voting, and it's bringing it back to the vote of the people, which is what everybody wanted, including the founders, if they knew about this issue, which frankly they didn't. But they would have, everybody wanted it brought back. Ronald Reagan wanted it brought back. He wasn't able to get it. Everybody wanted it brought back, and many presidents had tried to get it back. I was the one to do it. And again, this gives it the vote of the people, and that's where they wanted it. Every legal scholar wanted it that way.
Staying on the topic of abortion, President Biden, 7 states, I'll let you do that. This is the same topic. 7 states have no legal restrictions on how far into a pregnancy a woman can obtain an abortion. Do you support any legal limits on how late a woman should be able to terminate a pregnancy?
I support Roe v. Wade, which had 3 trimesters. First time is between a woman and a doctor. Second time is between a doctor and an extreme situation. The third time is between the doctor, between the woman and the state. The idea that the politicians, that the founders want the politicians to be the ones making decisions about women's health is ridiculous. That's the last. No politician made that decision.
They give an abortion after 6 months.
That's how it should be run. That's what you're going to do. And if I'm elected, I'm going to restore Roe v. Wade. So that means he can take the life of the baby in the 9th month, and even after birth.
They don't care.
Some states, Democrat run, take it after birth. Again, the governor,
why is
former governor of Virginia,
TV ahead of this?
put the baby down, then we decide what to do with it. So he's willing to, as we say, rip the baby out of the womb in the 9th month and kill the baby. Nobody wants that to happen, Democrat or Republican. Nobody wants it to happen. That is simply not true. But Roe v. Wade does not provide for that. That's not the circumstance. When a woman's life is in danger, she's going to die. That's the only circumstance in which that can happen. But we are not for late-term abortion, period.
Joe looks lost like a motherfucker up there right now, but
But my TV is ahead of this shit. I don't want to go back to the TV.
We don't think that's a good thing. We think it's a radical thing. We think the Democrats are the radicals, not the Republicans. For 51 years, that was the law. 51 years, constitutional scholarship said it was the right way to go. 51 years.
They said you can have an abortion anytime. It could be the 8th.
Very conservative members on the Supreme Court takes credit for taking it away. What's he going to do? What's he going to do, in fact, if the MAGA Republicans, he gets elected, and the MAGA Republicans control the
I'm looking at the TV too, but the TV
ban on abortion, period.
Yeah,
Across the board.
Joe Biden don't look like
7 or 8 or 10, something very, very conservative. Is he going to sign that bill? I'll veto it. He'll sign it.
Thank you.
Let's turn now to the issue of immigration and border security. President Biden, a record number of migrants have illegally crossed the southern border. Overwhelming border states and overburdening cities such as New York and Chicago, and in some cases causing real safety and security concerns. Given that, why should voters trust you to solve this crisis?
Because we worked very hard to get a bipartisan agreement that not only changed all of that, but made sure that we are in a situation where you had no circumstance where they could come across the border with the number of border police there are now. We significantly increased the number of asylum officers. Significantly, by the way, the Border Patrol endorsed my position. In addition to that, we found ourselves in a situation where when he was president, he was separating babies from their mothers, putting them in cages, making sure the families were separated. That's not the right way to go. What I've done since I've changed the law, what's happened? I've changed it in the way that now we're in a situation where there are 40% fewer people coming across the border legally. It's better than when he left office. And I'm going to continue to move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more border patrol and more asylum officers.
Hey, I went to the other room. And the first thing I heard when I came back in to hear the TV was, I really don't know what he said at the end there. So
He decided to open up our border, open up our country
Was
to
he mumbling?
They're ahead of this, right?
from prisons, people that are from mental institutions,
A
insane
little bit,
asylums.
Hank.
Terrorists.
Yeah.
We're the largest
See, I
number
don't
of
want to go back
terrorists
because
coming
the
into our
TV is
country right
ahead.
now.
I
All
put it on
terrorists all over the world, not
YouTube
just in
because I'm
South
walking,
America, all
I'm
over the
moving
world. They
around.
come
So
from the Middle East, everywhere. All over the world, they're pouring in. And this guy just left it open. And he didn't need legislation because I didn't have
yeah,
legislation.
you said he has what, border control?
Border in
I'm
history.
going out back real quick. That shit's killing me though. These two fucking clowns are hilarious.
Border Patrol, who was great. And by the way, he endorsed me for president, but I won't say that. He endorsed me for president. Brandon, just speak to him. But look, we had the safest border in history. Now we have the worst border in history. There's never been anything
Yeah,
like
like I said, I hope I took earlier, some fucking
people that are coming out.
took over the first floor and shit.
President Biden?
The only terrorist who coming across the border is one who came along and killed three, under his administration, killed Al Qaeda person coming in his administration, killed three American soldiers, That's the only terrorist that's there. I'm not saying that no terrorists ever got to it. The idea they're emptying their prisons, we're left to welcome these people. That's simply not true. There's no data to support what he said. Once again, he's exaggerating, he's lying.
He lying?
President Trump, staying on the topic of immigration, you said you're going to carry out, quote, the largest domestic deportation operation in American history, unquote. Does that mean that you will deport every undocumented immigrant in America, including those who have jobs, including those whose spouses are citizens, and including those who have lived here for decades? And if so, how would you do it?
Just a second. He said we killed the people we killed al-Baghdadi and Soleimani, the two greatest terrorists, biggest terrorists anywhere in the world, and it had a huge impact on everything, not just border, on everything. He's the one that killed people with the bad water, including hundreds of thousands of people dying, and also killing our citizens when they come in. We are living right now in a rat nest. They're killing our people in New York, in California, in every state in the union, because we don't have borders anymore. Every state is now a border. And because of his ridiculous, insane, and very stupid policies, people are coming in and they're killing our citizens at a level that we've never seen. We call it migrant crime. I call it Biden's migrant crime. They're killing our citizens at a level that we've never seen before. And you're reading it like these three incredible young girls over the last few days. One of them, I just spoke to the mother, and he just got the funeral for this girl, 12 years old.
Man.
This is horrible what's taking place. What's taking place in our country.
Yeah, get rid of them niggas coming over here. What they over here for? Then when they come over here, they say, I like my country.
Ever seen it.
What were you over here
for? And we have to get a lot of these people out, and we have to get them out fast, because they're going to destroy our country. Just take a look at where they're living. They're living in luxury hotels in New York City and other places. Our veterans are on the street. They're dying because he doesn't care about our veterans. He doesn't care. He doesn't like the military at all. And he doesn't care about our veterans. Nobody's been worse. I had the highest approval rating for veterans taking care of the VA. He has the worst. He's gotten rid of all the things that I approved. Choice that I got through Congress. All of the different things I approved, they abandoned. He had by far the highest, and now it's down in less than half because he's done all these great things that we did. And I think he did it just because I approved it, which is crazy. But he has killed so many people at our border by allowing all of these people to come in. And it's a very sad day in America.
President Biden, you have the mic.
Every single thing he said is a lie. Every single one.
See, it sounds good with Trump. What happened to that war he was supposed to build? What happened to that shit?
Insurance, and the families have it. The families have it because what happened, whether it was Agent Orange or burn pits, they're all being covered now. And he opposed, his group opposed that. Also in a situation where we have great respect for veterans. My son spent a year in Iraq. We had to run next to one of those burn pits back with stage 4 glioblastoma. I was recently in France for the D-Day, and I spoke all about those heroes that died. I went to the World War II cemetery, World War I cemetery he refused to go to. He was standing as 4-star general, and he told me, he said, I don't want to go in there because they're a bunch of losers and suckers. My son was not a loser, was not a sucker. You're the sucker. You're the loser.
President Trump?
First of all, that was a made-up quote, suckers and losers. They made it up. It was in a third-rate magazine that's failing, like many of these magazines. He made that up. He put it in commercials. We've notified him. He had 19 people that said I didn't say it. And think of this. Who would say I'm at a cemetery or I'm talking about our veterans? Because nobody's taken better care. I'm so glad this came up and he brought it up. There's nobody that's taken better care of our soldiers than I have. To think that I would, in front of generals and others, say
I
suckers
should
and
have
losers.
recorded this on CNN so I could have went back and
It was
watched where
never said
Trump
by
says,
me.
I don't
It
know what
was
he
made
just
up
said
by
at the
him,
end
just
there.
like Russia was made up,
Because
just
he
like
must
the
have been
15
stuttering and
holidays
mumbling away.
made
And then
up,
there was one point
just
where
like
he
the
was
nuclear
talking and all of a sudden
16
he just went
economists are
blank.
talking the
And
same
he
thing.
just froze.
51 intelligence
And then they
agents said
showed Trump and he
that
was just
the
standing there watching
laptop
him.
was Russian
And he didn't know what
disinformation.
he
It
was saying.
wasn't.
And then as soon as he
Everybody was
finished saying
saying
whatever he
Russia.
was saying, he went
It
ahead
wasn't
and
Russian
like carried
disinformation.
on with
He
the
made
same
up
shit. It's such an
suckers and
act.
losers, so he should apologize to me right now.
Yeah.
Four-star General
Cause I got the
Fraser Sly
TV.
was
See, I
on
don't
the
want to
staff and said
switch.
you said it.
Fuck it, I'm gonna stay
Period.
with this.
That's number one.
Cause on
And
my
number
TV
two,
it said, hey.
the idea that I have to apologize to you for anything along the line. We've done
Yeah.
more for
Wait,
veterans
hold
than
on.
any president has in
I can't even put it on mute.
American history. And they now and their family.
Wait,
The only sacred obligation we have as a country is to care for our veterans when they come home and their families and equip them when they go to war. That's what we're doing. That's what the VA is doing now. They're doing more for veterans than ever before in our history.
All right, thank you so much.
Topic of foreign policy. I want to begin with Russia's war against Ukraine, which is now in its third year. Former President Trump, Russian President Vladimir Putin says he'll only end this war if Russia keeps the Ukrainian territory it has already claimed and Ukraine abandons its bid to join NATO. Are Putin's terms acceptable to you?
First of all, our veterans and our soldiers can't stand this guy. They can't stand him. They think he's the worst commander-in-chief, if that's what you call him, that we've ever had. They can't stand him. So let's get that straight. And they like me more than just about any of them. And that's based on every single bit of information. As far as Russia and Ukraine, if we had a real president, the president that knew, that was respected by Putin, he would have never invaded Ukraine. A lot of people are dead right now, much more than people know. You know, they talk about numbers. You can double those numbers, maybe triple those numbers. He did nothing to stop it. In fact, I think he encouraged Russia from going in. I'll tell you what happened. He was so bad with Afghanistan. It was such a horrible, embarrassing, most embarrassing moment in the history of our country that when Putin watched that and he saw the incompetence that he should have fired those generals like I fired the one that you mentioned. And so he's got no love lost. But he should have fired those generals. No general got fired for the most embarrassing moment in the history of our country, Afghanistan, where we left billions of dollars of equipment behind. We lost 13 beautiful soldiers, and 38 soldiers were obliterated. And by the way, we left people behind too. We left American citizens behind. When Putin saw that, he said, you know what? I think we're going to go in and maybe take this was his dream. I talked to him about it, his dream. The difference is he never would have invaded Ukraine, never. Just like Israel would have never been invaded in a million years by Hamas. You know why? Because Iran was broke with me. I wouldn't let anybody do business with them. They ran out of money. They were broke. They had no money for Hamas. They had no money for anything. No money for terror. That's why you had no terror at all during my administration. This place, the whole world is blowing up under him.
President Biden?
Never heard so much malarkey in my whole life. Look, the fact of the matter is that we're in a situation where, let's take the last point first. Iran attacked American troops, caused brain damage for a number of his troops, and he did nothing about it. Recently, when he was president, here they attacked. He said they're just having headaches. That's all it is. He didn't do a thing when the attack took place, number one. Number two, we got over 100,000 Americans and others out of Afghanistan during that area. Number three, found ourselves in a situation where take a look at Ukraine.
Let's go.
He's got Trump. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. And that's exactly what Trump did. To Putin, encourage him. Do whatever you want. And he went in. Listen to what he said when he went in. We're going to take Kyiv in 5 days, remember? Because it's part of the old Soviet Union. That's what he wanted to reestablish. Kyiv. And he, in fact, didn't do it at all. He wasn't able to get it done. And they'd lost thousands and thousands of troops. 500,000 troops.
President Trump,
I
if I
never
come back
said
to you
that.
for 1 minute, I
He
just
said he
want to
never
go back
said
to my original question, which is, are Putin's terms acceptable to you? Keeping the
No, they're
territory
not
in Ukraine.
acceptable. No, they're not acceptable. But look, this is a war that never should have started. If we had a leader in this war, he led everybody along. He's given $200 billion now or more to Ukraine. He's given $200 billion. That's a lot of money. I don't think there's ever been anything like it. Every time that Zelensky comes to this country, he walks away with $60 billion. It's the greatest salesman ever. And I'm not knocking him. I'm not knocking anything. I'm only saying the money that we're spending on this war, and we shouldn't be spending, it should have never happened. I will have that war settled between Putin and Zelensky as president-elect before I take office on January 20th. I'll have that war settled.
Yeah, well, you know he don't
Yeah,
win.
I'll just tell them to tell the news
I will
agencies
get
to
it
tell
settled. I'll
everybody
get
the
it
war is
settled
over.
first before I take office.
Yeah, that's all you gotta say. That people will believe
The
it.
fact is that Putin is a war criminal. He's killed thousands and thousands of people. And he has made one thing clear. He wants to reestablish what was a part of the Soviet Empire, not just a piece. He wants
Oh
all
shit!
of
Look at
Ukraine.
Joe. He's getting
That's what
so
he wants.
serious.
Do you think he'll stop there? Do you think he'll stop?
Yeah, that's on the TV. You got a TV ahead.
What do you think happens to Poland?
Yeah.
What do you think Belarus? What do you think happens
Yeah,
to
I'm
those NATO
thinking.
countries? And so if you want a war, you ought to find out what he's going to do, because if in fact he does what he says and walks away, by the way, all that money we keep
Yo, shut the fuck up, bro.
the United States giving the weapons, not the money at this point. And our NATO allies produce as much funding for Ukraine as we have. That's why it's.
I just said I'm more food and water. I
Okay,
don't know
moving on to the Middle East. In October, Hamas
Go pick it up and give it a hug.
killing more than 1,000 people and taking hundreds of hostages.
I do be
Among
doing
those
that.
held and thought to still be
I
alive
ain't doing it
are
right
5
now, but I'll
Americans.
be doing it.
Israel's response has killed thousands of
There's only that one
Palestinians,
cat. The other
creating a
cat don't do
humanitarian
it.
crisis in Gaza.
Because
President
the other
Biden
cat doesn't want a
has
hug.
put
That one
forward
does.
a proposal
No,
to
the one
resolve this
they
conflict,
both don't.
but so far Hamas has not
They
released
got a. I got a
the remaining
community. What?
hostages, and Israel is continuing its military offensive in Gaza. So what
Well, they
additional
talking about the
weapons
age
will you
on the
use
age
to get
restriction on my
Hamas and
video.
Israel to end the war? You have 2 minutes.
Number one, everyone from the
Why? Which one? The one that the dudes were talking about the industry?
No. When I said I fucked up, that one.
Endorse the plan like this.
Now they say I got another one.
Oh, that's a bad title, man. It's bad.
Hostages or ceasefire.
What the hell? Me and Keith Cost was arguing, then we started talking about it. So I don't know how I could have age restriction on that one. Now they gave me one on another one. Oh, I think this is the one.
Pushing hard.
When what's the name of it? I don't care. I'm back again. They was giving me another one. Age restriction.
2,000-pound bombs. They don't work
No,
very
it's
well.
the same one. Wait, I got two in one day. I didn't see the other one. One see the other one now.
By the way, I'm the guy that organized the world against Iran when they had a full-blown.
Yeah, I'm fucked up. I fucked up, and I got on.
No one was hurt. No,
I'm back again.
Israel was accidentally killed, and it stopped. We saved Israel.
I know it's
We are
calm
the
like
biggest
fucking with my
producer of support for Israel of anyone in the world. And so they're 2 different things. Hamas cannot allow it to be continued. We continue to send our experts and our intelligence people to how they can get Hamas like we did bin Laden. You don't have to do it. And by the way, they've been greatly weakened, Hamas. Greatly weakened, and they should be. They should be eliminated. But you've got to be careful for what using certain weapons among population centers.
Stay back to Ukraine for 1 second. We have an ocean separating us. The European nations together have spent
Why did Joe's eyes look like they were going to pop out of his
Why
head for
doesn't
a
he care
second?
them? So you got to put up your money like I did with NATO. I got to put up hundreds of billions of dollars. The Secretary General of NATO.
Does he see now, bro?
Incredible job I've ever seen. They wouldn't have any. They were going out of business. They were spending almost 100%.
Yeah, I'm looking at the TV too, but I don't want to switch it because the TV ahead. So I'm just going to leave it on that.
You got to ask these people to put up the money. We're over $100 billion more spent, and it
Wait
has a
till you
bigger
see his
impact
eyes pop out right here. Watch.
the location because we have an ocean in between. You got to ask them as far as Israel and Hamas. Israel's the one that wants to go. He said the only one that wants to keep going is Hamas. Actually, Israel is the one, and you should let him go and let him finish the job. He doesn't want to do it. He's become like a Palestinian, but they don't like him because he's a very bad Palestinian. He's a weak one.
President Biden, you have a minute.
I've never heard so much foolishness. This is a guy who wants to get out of NATO. You understand NATO? He's going to pull out of NATO. The idea that we have our strength lies in our ocean as well. Maybe a big ocean, but
what's ahead? The YouTube is head of my TV now. What the fuck?
Fact you have to continue to go into an Article 5 agreement. Attack on one is attack on all. You want to start the nuclear war he keeps talking about, go ahead. Let Putin go in and control Ukraine and then move on to Poland and other places. Just what happens then. He has no idea what the hell he's talking about. And by the way, I got 50 other nations around the world to support Ukraine, including Japan and South Korea, because they understand that this kind of dislocation has a serious threat to the whole world peace. No major war in Europe has ever been able to contain just Europe.
President Trump, just to follow up, would you support the creation of an independent Palestinian state in order to achieve peace in the region?
I'd have to see, but before we do that, the problem we have is that we spend all the money. So they kill us on trade. I made great trade deals with the European nations. Because if you add them up, they're about the same size economically. Their economy is about the same size as the United States. And they have no cars. They don't have anything that we have. So we're supposed to take their cars.
But Trump is winning. But they all promise shit. They ain't
But the big thing that changes is they don't want to pay. And the only reason that he can play games with NATO is because I got them to put up hundreds of billions of dollars. I said, and he's right about this.
Damn, I wish I could go back to watch when Joe was
They asked me
talking
that
and all of a
question.
sudden
Would
he
you
just
guard us
stopped.
against Russia? At a very secret meeting of the 28 states at that time, the nations at that time.
Why can't leave a comment on my own video?
I won't do that. And you know what happened? Billions and billions of dollars came flowing in the next day and the next months. But now we're in the same position. We're paying everybody's bills.
Let's turn to the issue of democracy. Former President Trump, I want to ask you about January 6, 2021. After you rallied your supporters that day, some of them stormed the Capitol to stop the constitutionally mandated counting of electoral votes. As president, you swore an oath to, quote, preserve, protect, and defend, unquote, the Constitution. What do you say to voters who believe that you violated that oath through your actions and inaction on January 6th and worry that you'll be able to...
I don't know if you really believe that. And let me tell you about January 6th. On January 6th, we had a great border. Nobody coming through, very few. On January 6th, we were energy independent. On January 6th, we had the lowest taxes ever. We had the lowest regulations ever. On January 6th, we were respected all over the world. All over the world, we were respected. And then he comes in, and we're now laughed at. We're like a bunch of stupid people. But what happened to the United States' reputation under this man's leadership is horrible, including weaponization, which I'm sure at some point you'll be talking about, where he goes after his political opponent because he can't beat him fair and square.
You have 80 seconds left. My question was, what do you say to those voters who believe that you violated your constitutional oath through your actions and inaction on January 6, 2021, and worry that you'll do it again?
Well, I didn't say that to anybody. I said peacefully and patriotically. And Nancy Pelosi, if you just watched the news from 2 days ago, on tape to her daughter, who's a documentary filmmaker, what they say, but she's saying, oh, no, it's my responsibility. I was responsible for this. Because I offered her 10,000 soldiers or National Guard, and she turned them down. And the mayor in writing, by the way, the mayor, in writing, turned it down, the mayor of D.C. They turned it down. I offered 10,000 because I could see, I had virtually nothing to do. They asked me to go make a speech. I could see what was happening. Everybody was saying they're going to be there on January 6th. They're going to be there. And I said, you know what? There's a lot of people coming. You could feel it. You could feel it too, and you could feel it. And I said, they ought to have some National Guard or whatever. And I offered it to her. And she now admits that she turned it down. And it was the same day she was, I don't know, she can't be very happy with her daughter because it made her into a liar. She said, I take full responsibility for January 6th.
President Biden?
Look, he encouraged those folks up in Capitol Hill, number one. I sat in the dining room off the Oval Office. He sat there for 3 hours watching being begged by his vice president and a number of his colleagues on the Republican side as well to do something, to call for a stop, to end it. Instead, he talked about these people being patriots and great patrons of America. In fact, he says he'll now forgive them for what they've done. You know, they've been convicted. He says he wants to commute their sentences and say that, no, he went to every single court in the nation. I don't know how many cases, scores of cases, including the Supreme Court. And they said, no, this guy is responsible for doing what was done. He did do a damn thing. And these people should be in jail. And they should be the ones that are being held accountable. And he wants to let them all out. And now he says that he loses again, such a whiner that he is, that there can be a bloodbath.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump?
What they've done to some people that are so innocent, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. What you have done, and you've destroyed the lives of so many people. When they ripped down Portland, when they ripped down many other cities, and you go to Minnesota, Minneapolis, what they've done there with the fires all over the city. If I didn't bring in the National Guard, that city would have been destroyed. When you look at all of they took over big chunks of Seattle. I was all set to bring in the National Guard. They heard that, they saw them coming, and they left immediately. What he said about this whole subject is so off. Peacefully patriotic. One other thing, the Unselect Committee, which is basically two horrible Republicans that are all gone now, out of office, and Democrats, all Democrats, they destroyed and deleted all of the information they found because they found out we were right. We were right. And they deleted and destroyed all of the information. They should go to jail for that. If a Republican did that, they'd go to jail.
Thank you, President Trump. President Biden, I want to give you a minute.
The only person on this stage is a convicted felon is the man I'm looking at right now. And the fact of the matter is, what he's telling you is simply not true. The fact is that there was no effort on his part to stop what was going on up in Capitol Hill. And all those people, every one of those who were convicted, turned over desks, turning over statues. The idea that those people are patriots? Come on. When I asked him the first two debates we had.
Oh my goodness, you turned over a desk? That is so unpatriotic.
He said, no, I'll tell them to stand by. The idea he's refusing we denounced those guys. We denounced the people we're talking about now. We denounced the people.
Are you saying that?
What are you going to do?
What happened to
I'm going to give you a minute, President Trump, for a follow-up question I have. After a jury convicted you of 34 felonies this month,
34 counts. Let's see what he got to say about it.
Have every right to go after, unquote, your political opponents. You just talked about members of the Select Committee on January 6th going to jail. Your main political opponent is standing on stage with you tonight. Can you clarify exactly what it means about you feeling you have every right to go after your political opponents?
Well, I said my retribution is going to be success. We're going to make this country successful again, because right now it's a failing nation. My retribution is going to be success. But when he talks about a convicted felon, his son is a convicted felon at a very high level. His son is convicted, going to be convicted probably numerous other times. Should have been convicted before, but his Justice Department let the statute of limitations lapse on the most important things. But he could be a convicted felon as soon as he gets out of office. Joe could be a convicted felon with all of the things that he's done. He's done horrible things. All of the death caused at the border, telling the Ukrainian people that we're going to want $1 billion and you change the prosecutor. Otherwise, you're not getting $1 billion. If I ever said that, that's quid pro quo. That we're not going to do anything. We're not going to give you $1 billion unless you change the prosecutor having to do with the son. This man is a criminal. This man, you're lucky. You're lucky. I did nothing wrong. We'd have a system that was rigged and disgusting. I did nothing wrong.
Thank you, President Trump. President Biden, you have said, I'm coming right to you, sir. You
did a lot of things wrong. You didn't get caught.
The idea that I did anything wrong relative to what you're talking about is outrageous. It's simply a lie, number one. Number two, the idea that you have a right to seek retribution against any American just because you're president is wrong. It's simply wrong. No president's ever spoken like that before. No president in our history has spoken like that before. Number three, the crimes that you are still charged with. And think of all the civil penalties you have. How many billions of dollars do you know in civil penalties for molesting a woman in public, or doing a whole range of things, of having sex with a porn star on the night while your wife was pregnant. What were they talking about? You really have the morals on alley cat.
Give an answer. I didn't have sex with a porn star, number one. Number two, that was a case that was started and moved. They moved a high-ranking official, a DOJ, into the Manhattan DA's office to start that case. That case is going to be appealed and won. We had a very terrible judge, a horrible judge, Democrat. The prosecutor were all high-ranking Democrats, appointed people, and both the civil and he basically went after his political opponent because he thought it was going to damage me. But when the public found out about these cases, because they understand it better than he does, he has no idea what these cases are. But when they found out about these cases, you know what they did? My poll numbers went up way up. You know that because you're reporting it. And we took in more money in the last 2 weeks than we've ever taken in the history of any campaign. I don't think any campaign has ever taken. Hundreds of millions of dollars came pouring in because the public knows it's a scam and it's a guy that's after his political opponent because he can't win fair and square.
Thank you, President Trump. President Biden, you have said, quote, Donald Trump and his MAGA Republicans are determined to destroy American democracy. Do you believe that the tens of millions of Americans who are likely to vote for President Trump will be voting against American democracy?
The more they know about what he's done, yes.
Yeah, you think them two dudes are actors, so they really don't like each other.
He's got a lot of cases down the road coming out. He's got a whole range of issues he has to face. I don't know what the juries will do, but I do know he has a real problem. And so the fact that, did you ever think you heard any president say that I was going to seek retribution? You ever heard any president say that they thought Hitler had some good ideas? What got me involved to run the first place after my son died, I decided in Iraq, because of Iraq, I said I wasn't going to run again until I saw what happened in Charlottesville, Virginia. People coming out of the woods carrying swastikas on torches, and seeing the same anti-Semitic bile they sang.
Carrying swastikas? What the fuck is he talking about?
I spoke to the mother, and they asked him, I said, what do you think of those people? The people who the ones who tried to stop him, and the ones who said, I think they're fine people on both sides. What American president would ever say Nazis coming out of fields carrying torches, singing the same anti-Semitic bile, carrying swastikas were fine people? This is the guy who says Hitler's done some good things, like you know what they are. Good things Hitler's done, that's what he said. This guy has no sense for American democracy.
President Trump. Jake, both of you know that story has been totally wiped out because he said 100% exoneration on that. So he just keeps it going. He says he ran because of Charlottesville. He didn't run because of Charlottesville. He ran because it was his last chance. And he's not equipped to be president. You know it, and I know it. It's ridiculous. We have a debate. We're trying to justify his presidency. His presidency, he's without question the worst president, the worst presidency in the history of our country. We shouldn't be having a debate about it. There's nothing to debate. He made up the Charlottesville story, and you'll see it's debunked all over the place. Every anchor, every reasonable anchor has debunked it. And just the other day it came out where it was fully debunked. It's a nonsense story. He knows that, and he didn't run because of Charlottesville. He used that as an excuse to run.
President Biden?
Debunked. It happened. All you have to do is listen to what was said at the time. And the idea that somehow that's the only reason I ran. I ran because I was worried a guy like this guy could get elected. If he thought they were good people coming out of that forest, carrying those woods, carrying those torches, then he didn't deserve to be president. Didn't deserve to be president at all. And the idea that he's talking about all this being fabricated, we saw with our own eyes. We saw what happened on January 6th. We saw the people breaking windows. We saw people occupying their. His own vice president. Look, there's a reason why 40 of his 44 top cabinet officers refused to endorse him this time. His vice president hasn't endorsed him this time. So why? Why? They know him well. They serve him. Why are they not endorsing him?
Thank you, President Biden. We're going to be right back with more from the CNN presidential debate.
They're going to be back. What? Poop the school up. I don't want to hear him. Let me turn it up on TV. Trump is cooking. He hear what you want to say. Well, I mean, what you want to hear. Well, I don't trust none of them two. I don't trust none of them. It's like they getting personal too. That's all scripted. I can't take this.
But Trump nor Biden are really even saying anything of any true substance that makes
Yeah.
your life or my life or this other simple civilians out their lives easier.
They're just talking about. They basically are saying, "Well, you fucked up. I'm gonna make it better. You fucked up. I'm gonna make it better." That's all they basically saying. They not trying to help us. Yo, T-Class said you're not invited tonight, nigga. I'm not playing, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Go. Next time I go live, come on, I ain't fucking. No, dude, you got me here, bro. Stop playing with me, bro.
Your guys' love quarrel is so sweet.
Yeah, you're not playing, man. Try that shit with somebody else, bro. Well, how long they going? I thought they was going to 10 o'clock. It's gonna be more. 6 more minutes, 5 more. Oh, where's my internet niggas? Be fucking with me. Oh, internet bitch. Yo, dude, I don't care where you at, bro. Fuck you telling me you in New York. I don't care. Fuck you telling me that shit for? Give a fuck where you at. Now my shit wanna start fucking up, bro. Y'all don't know why I'm sick all of a sudden, man. My stomach is fucked up. I can't even fuck. I ain't even saw my food yet, bro.
Here we go. Time to play the race card.
No, it's back on. It ain't back on with me. I want commercial. I went to the TV now. I ain't gonna do that now. I'm still on commercial. Wait, fuck it. Let me turn to another channel. It's on fucking every fucking channel. I'm sure they back on the other one. Nope. Oh, now they back.
First terms, and you'd certainly face again in the second term. President Biden, while Black unemployment dropped to a record low under your presidency, Black families still earn far less than white families. Black mothers are still 3 times more likely to die from pregnancy-related causes, and Black Americans are imprisoned at 5 times the rate of white Americans. What do you say to Black voters who are disappointed that you haven't made more progress?
To acknowledge you made a lot of progress, number one. fact of the matter is more small black businesses that have been started in any time in history. Number two, the wages of black unemployment is the lowest level it's been in a long, long time. Number three, we're trying to provide housing for black Americans and dealing with the segregation that exists among these corporate corporations and
those motherfuckers can barely talk. Yo, Biden, you good?
In addition to that, we find that the impact on the choice that black families have to make relative to child care is incredibly difficult. When we did the first major piece of legislation in the past, I was able to reduce black child care costs. I cut them in half. We gotta make sure.
Why they always try to split the races?
We gotta make sure because when you provide those child care protections, you increase the economic growth because more people can be in the job market. So there's more to be done, considerably more to be done. But we've done a great deal so far, and I'm not letting up, and they know it.
You have 49 seconds left. What do you say to black voters who are disappointed with the progress so far?
I say I don't blame them for being disappointed. Inflation is still hurting them badly. For example, I provided for the idea that any black family, first-time home buyer, should get a $10,000 tax credit to be able to buy their first home so they can get started. I made sure that we're in a situation where all those black families and black individuals had to take out student loans that were blooming, that if they were engaged in nursing, doctor, and anything having to do with volunteerism, if they paid their bills for 10 years on their student debt, all the rest is forgiven after 10 years. Communities have benefited from that. And we're going to do a whole lot more for black families.
Thank you, President Trump.
And he caused the inflation. He's blaming inflation, and he's right, it's been very bad. He caused the inflation, and it's killing black families and Hispanic families and just about everybody. It's killing people. They can't buy groceries anymore. They can't. You look at the cost of food where it's doubled, tripled, and quadrupled. They can't live. They're not living anymore. He caused this inflation. I gave him a country with essentially no inflation. It was perfect. It was so good. All he had to do is leave it alone. He destroyed it with his Green New Scam and all this money that's being thrown out the window. He caused inflation. As sure as you're sitting there, the fact is that his big kill on the black people is the millions of people that he's allowed to come in through the border. They're taking black jobs now, and it could be 18, it could be 19, and even 20 million people.
What are they black jobs? What's a black job?
They're taking Hispanic jobs, and you haven't seen it yet, but you're going to see something that's going to be the worst in our history.
Thank you. President Biden?
There was no inflation when I became president. You know why? The economy was flat on its back. 50% unemployment. He decimated the economy. Absolutely decimated the economy. That's why there was no inflation at the time. There were no jobs. We provided thousands of millions of jobs for individuals who were in vulnerable communities, including minority communities. We made sure that they have health insurance. We have covered with the ACA. I made sure that there are $8,000 per person in a family to get written off for health care. This guy wants to eliminate that. They tried 50 times. He wants to get rid of the ACA again. And they're going to try again if they win. We find ourselves in a position where the idea that we're not doing anything, put more police on the street than any administration has. He wants to cut the cops. We're providing for equity and making sure people have a shot to make it. There's a lot going on. But in inflation, he caused it by his tremendous malfeasance in the way he handled the pandemic.
Thank you. Another persistent challenge is the climate crisis. 2023 was the hottest year in recorded history, and communities across the country are confronting the devastating effects of extreme heat, intensifying wildfires, stronger hurricanes, and rising sea levels. Former President Trump, you've vowed to end your opponent's climate initiatives, but will you take any action as president to slow the climate crisis?
Well, let me just go back to what he said about the police, how close the police are to him. Almost every police group in the nation, every state.
She asked him about climate, and not once in his answer does he say anything about climate.
And what he's done to the black population is horrible, including the fact that for 10 years he called them super predators. We can't, in the 1990s, we can't forget that.
What you say?
Super predators was his name, and he called it to them, and they've taken great offense at it, and now they see it happening. But
what you say?
What I did for criminal.
Damien? I thought Damien said so.
We had H2O. We had the best numbers ever.
She had to ask him. She had to ask him the question again.
Oh.
Me with the idea, and it was a great idea. It's one of the most successful economic development acts ever in the country. Opportunity zones, and the biggest beneficiary are blacks, and that's why.
Well, what's a black job? I don't understand what they're talking about.
Maybe ever. They say ever. I read this morning where ever the best numbers. He's lost much of the black population because he's done a horrible job for black people. He's also done a horrible job for Hispanics. But when do you see these millions of people pouring into our country and they're going to take the jobs, and it's already started, and you haven't seen anything yet? It's a disaster.
Yep. 38 seconds left. President Trump, will you take any action as president to slow the climate crisis?
So I want absolutely immaculate clean water, and I want absolutely clean air, and we had it. We had H2O. We had the best numbers ever, and we were using all forms of energy, all forms, everything. And yet, during my 4 years, I had the best environmental numbers ever. And my top environmental people gave me that statistic just before I walked on the stage, actually.
I don't know where the hell he's been. The idea today that he said is true. I passed the most extensive climate change legislation in history. In history, we find ourselves. And by the way, black colleges. I came up with $15 billion for HBCUs, historic black universities and colleges, because they don't have those. They don't have the kind of contributors that they have to build these laboratories and the like. Any black student is capable of college of doing any white student could do. He doesn't have the money, but now they'll be able to get those jobs in high tech. We're in a situation where the idea that he is claiming to have done something that cleans water, he hadn't done a damn thing for the environment. He, the Paris Peace Accord, Climate Accord, I immediately joined it. Because if we reach 1.5 degrees Celsius at any one point, there's no way back. The only existential threat to humanity is climate change. And he didn't do a damn thing about it. He wants to undo all that I've done.
The Paris Accord was going to cost us $1 trillion, and China nothing, and Russia nothing, and India nothing. It was a ripoff of the United States. And I ended it because I didn't want to waste that money because they treated us horribly. We were the only ones who was costing us money. Nobody else was paying into it. And it was a disaster. But everything that he said just now, I'll give you an example. I heard him say before insulin. I'm the one that got the insulin down for the seniors. I took care of the seniors. What he's doing is destroying all of our medical programs because the migrants coming in, they want everybody. And look, I have the biggest heart on the stage. I guarantee you that. And I want to take care of people. But we're destroying our country. They're taking over our schools, our hospitals, and they're going to be taking over Social Security. He is destroying Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid.
The idea is that we, in fact, we were the only ones of consequence. We're not members of the Paris Accord. How can we do anything? We're not able. The United States can't get this under control. One of the largest polluters in the world. Number one. We're making significant progress. By 2035, we will have cut pollution in half. We've made significant progress, and we're continuing to make progress. We set up a climate corps. There's thousands of young people who learn how to deal with it, just like the Peace Corps. And we're moving in directions that are going to significantly change the elements that cause pollution. But the idea that he claims that he has the biggest heart up here and he's really concerned about pollution and about climate, I've not seen any indication of that. And by the way, with regard to prescription drugs, one company agreed that they would reduce the price to $35, which I was calling for once voluntarily. I made sure every company in the world, every pharmaceutical company, cannot have to pay that. And by the way,
tonight, one specific step you're willing to take to keep Social Security solvent.
Yes, Right now, everybody making under $170,000 pays 6% of their income, of their paycheck, every single time they get a paycheck from the time
I don't know why Biden sound like
18 years old. The idea that they're gonna, I'm proposing that everybody, they pay, the millionaires pay 1%. So no one after, I've not raised the cost of Social Security for anybody under $400,000. After that, I began to make the wealthy begin to pay their fair share by increasing from 1% beyond to be able to guarantee the program for life.
So you still have 82 seconds left. Are there any other measures that you think that would be able to help keep Social Security solvent, or is that one enough?
Well, no, that one enough will keep it solvent. But the biggest thing we'll do is we defeat this man because he wants to get rid of Social Security. He thinks there's plenty to cut in Social Security. He's going to cut Social Security and Medicare both times. And and if you look at the program put forward by the House Republican caucus that he supports, is in fact want to cut it as well. The idea that we don't need to protect our seniors is ridiculous. And by the way, the American public has greater health care coverage today than ever before. And on VC, as I said, we're in a circumstance where 400,000 people, 30 million people do not have insurance because they have a pre-existing condition. Only allows them to have that insurance is the fact that they, in fact, are part of the ACA. And by the way, the other thing is, we're in a situation where I talk about education for Black communities. I've raised the amount of money for Pell Grants, another $8,000. So anybody making under $70,000 a year is going to be able to get $15,000 towards the tuition. He just doesn't know what he's talking about.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump.
So I've dealt with politicians all my life. I've been on this side of the equation for the last 8 years. I've never seen anybody lie like this guy. He lies. I've never seen that he can look you in the face. But so many other things too. And you mentioned the laptop. You mentioned Russia, Ukraine. And everything he does is a lie. It's misinformation and disinformation. The losers and suckers story that he made up is a total lie on the military. It's a disgrace. But Social Security, he's destroying it because millions of people are pouring into our country, and they're putting them onto Social Security. They're putting them onto Medicare, Medicaid. They're putting them in our hospitals. They're taking the place of our citizens. What they're doing to the VA, to our veterans, is unbelievable. Our veterans are living in the street, and these people are living in luxury hotels. He doesn't know what he's doing, and it's really coming back. I've never seen such anger in our country before.
President Biden?
The idea that veterans are not being taken care of, I told you before. By the way, when I said suckers and losers, he said he acknowledged after that he fired that general. That general got fired because he's the one that acknowledged that that's what he said. He was the one standing with Trump when he said it, number one. Number two, the idea that we're going to be in a situation where all these millions and millions, he talks about, illegal aliens are coming into the country and taking away our jobs. There's a reason why we have the fastest growing economy in the world. The reason why we have the most successful economy in the world. We do better than any other nation in the world. And by the way, those 15 Nobel laureates he talked about being phony, those 15 Nobel laureates, economists, they all said that if Trump is reelected, we're likely to have a recession and inflation is going to increasingly go up. And by the way, worst president in history, 159 presidential scholars voted for him the worst president in the history of the United States of America.
President Biden, thank you so much. Let's turn to the cost of child care, which many American families struggle to afford. President Trump, both you and President Biden have tried to address this issue, but the average cost of child care in this country has risen to more than $11,000 a year per child. For many families, the cost of child care for 2 children is more than their rent. In your second term, what would you do to make child care more affordable?
Just to go back, the general got fired because he was no good. And if he said that, that's why he made it up. But we have 19 people that said I didn't say it, and they're very highly respected, much more so than him. The other thing is, he doesn't fire people. He never fired people. I've never seen him fire anybody. I did fire a lot. I fired Comey because he was no good. I fired a lot of the top people at the FBI, drained the swamp. They were no good. Not easy to fire people. They pay a price for it, but they were no good. I inherited these people. I didn't put him there. I didn't put Comey there. He was no good. I fired him. This guy hasn't fired anybody. He never fires. He should have fired every military man that was involved with that the Afghanistan horror show, the most embarrassing moment in the history of our country. He didn't fire. Did you fire anybody? Did you fire anybody that's on the border that's allowed us to have the worst border in the history of the world? Did anybody get fired for allowing 18 million people, many from prisons, many from mental institutions? Did you fire anybody that allowed our country to be destroyed? Joe, our country is being destroyed as you and I sit up here and waste a lot of time on this debate. This shouldn't be a debate. He's the worst president. He just said about me because I said it. Look, he's the worst president in the history of our country. He's destroyed our country. Now all of a sudden he's trying to get a little tough on the border. He came out with a nothing deal, and he reduced it a little bit, like this much. It's insignificant. He wants open borders. He wants our country to either be destroyed or he wants to pick up those people as voters. And I don't think we just can't let it happen. If he wins this election, our country doesn't have a chance, not even a chance,
He said a chance.
coming out of this rut. We probably won't have a country left anymore.
So we got a
That's how
chance
bad it
with
is.
you.
He's the worst in history by far.
Thank you, President Trump. President Biden?
The most admired country in the world, the United States of America. There's nothing beyond our capacity. We're the finest military in the history of the world. The finest in the history of the world. No one thinks we're
Trump,
no one wants to screw around with us. No one. Number one. Number two, the idea that we're talking about worst presidents. I wasn't joking. Look it up. Go online. 159 or from 58, don't have an exact number. Presidential historians. They've had meetings and they voted. He was the worst president in American history. One from best to worst. They said he was the worst in all of American history. That's a fact. That's not conjecture. You can argue they're wrong, but that's what they voted. The idea that he is willing to do anything to deal with child care. He did virtually nothing with child care. We should significantly increase the child care tax credit. We should significantly increase the availability of women and men, of single parents to be able to go back to work. And we should encourage businesses to have.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump, the question was about what would you do to make child care more affordable, if you want to take a minute.
Just so you understand, we have other things that they rate him the worst because what he's done is so bad. And they rate me, I'll show you, I will show you. And they rate me one of the best, okay? And if I'm given another 4 years, I will be the best. I think I'll be the best. Nobody's ever created an economy like us. Nobody ever cut taxes like us. He's the only one I know. He wants to raise your taxes by 4 times. He wants to raise everybody's taxes by 4 times. He wants the Trump tax cuts to expire. So everybody, including the 2 of you, are going to pay 4 to 5 times. Nobody ever heard of this before. All my life, I grow up and I see politicians talking about cutting taxes. When we cut taxes, as I said, we did more business. Apple and all these companies, they were bringing money back into our country. The worst president in history by far, and everybody knows it.
President Biden?
Look, the fact of the matter is that he's dead wrong about it. He's increased the tariff. He will increase the taxes on middle class people. I said I'd never raise a tax on anybody making less than $400,000. I didn't. This tariff is 10% tariffs. Everything coming in the country, you know what the economists say? That's going to cost the average American $2,500 a year more because they're going to have to pay the difference in food and all the things that we're importing.
Okay, well, I guess child care and the cost of child care is that important because neither one of them answered it.
Somehow help the middle class. Middle class have been devastated by you. Now you want a new tax cut of $5 trillion over the next 10 years, which is going to fundamentally bankrupt the country.
I don't understand what's a black job.
Of any president in American history. Number one. Number two, you have not, in fact, made any contact, any progress with China. We had a lowest trade deficit with China since 2010.
Thank you, President Biden. Thank you, President Biden. Let's discuss an epidemic impacting millions of Americans that both of you have made a top priority in your first term, the opioid crisis. And for both of you, the number of overdose deaths in this country has gone up. Under your term, it went up. Under your term, it has gone up. Former President Trump, despite the efforts that both of you have made, more than 100,000 Americans are dying from overdoses every year, primarily from fentanyl and other opioids. What will you do to help Americans right now in the throes of addiction who are struggling to get the treatment they need?
To finish up, we now have the largest deficit in the history of our country under this guy. We have the largest deficit with China. He gets paid by China. He's a Manchurian candidate. He gets money from China. So I think he's afraid to deal with them or something. But do you notice he never took out my tariffs because we bring in so much money with the tariffs that I imposed on China. He never took them away. He can't because it's too much money. It's tremendous. And he saved our steel industries, and there was more to come, but he hasn't done that. But he hasn't cut the tariffs because he can't, because it's too much money. But he's got the largest deficit in the history of our country, and he's got the worst situation with China. China's going to own us if you keep allowing them to do what they're doing.
We got a dog, and it was the most incredible thing you've ever seen.
And you can't let that happen. You're destroying our country.
A dog.
So, President Trump, you have 67 seconds left. The question is, what are you going to do to help Americans in the throes of addiction right now who are struggling to get the treatment they need?
I think we were doing very well in addiction until the COVID came along. We had the 2.5, almost 3 years like nobody's ever had before, any country, in every way. And then we had to get tough. And it was the drugs pouring across the border it started to increase. We got great equipment. We brought the certain dog that's the most incredible thing that you've ever seen, the way they can spot it. We did a lot. And we were getting very low numbers, very, very low numbers. And he came along.
Well, it's only one dog.
You've seen the numbers now? It's not only the 18 million people that I believe is even low because the gotaways, they don't even talk about gotaways. But the numbers of the amount of drugs and human trafficking in women coming across our border, the worst thing I've ever seen, at numbers that nobody's ever seen under him because the border's so bad. But the number of drugs coming across our border now is
God, I feel so dumbed down after watching these two fucking idiots. I think I just lost all of my brain cells.
And I wanted to make sure we use them.
Yeah, I thought they were going to do 1 hour, bro. I didn't know they was doing.
I clearly have lost IQ points after listening to these two. I definitely didn't get any smarter.
More the numbers of agents, more numbers of people supporting.
Who said these guys were intelligent?
It's going to hurt me.
Because I want to file a claim against both of them
we
for
need
fucking with my brain and making me stupid.
We're putting down very hard in every country in Asia in terms of precursors for fentanyl.
Yeah, they ain't saying
we don't have the technology to be able to put it together. That's what we have to do. We need those machines.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump, and again, the question is about Americans in the throes of addiction right now, struggling to get the treatment they need.
This does pertain to it. He ended remain in Mexico. He ended catch and release. I made catch and release in Mexico, not catch and release here. We had so many things that we had done, hard negotiations with Mexico, and I got it all for nothing. It's just like when you have a hostage. We always pay $6 billion for every time he says a hostage. Now we have a hostage, a Wall Street Journal reporter. I think a good guy, and he's over there because Putin is laughing at this guy, probably asking for billions of dollars for the reporter. I will have him out very quickly as soon as I take office. Before I take office, I said by literally as soon as I win the election, I will have that reporter out. He should have had him out a long time ago, but Putin's probably asking for billions and billions of dollars because this guy pays it every time. We had 2 cases where we paid $6 billion for 5 people. I got 58 people out, and I paid essentially nothing.
Thank you, President Trump. Dana?
Let's turn to concerns that voters have about each of you. President Biden, you would be 86 at the end of your second term. How do you address concerns about your capability to handle the toughest job in the world well into your 80s?
First of all, I spent half my career because I've been the youngest person in politics. I was the second youngest person ever elected to the United States Senate, and now I'm the oldest. This guy's 3 years younger and a lot less company. I think that just look at the record. Look what I've done. I've turned around the horrible situation he left me. As I said, 15 million new jobs, 800,000 manufacturing jobs, more investment in America, They're leaving billions of dollars in private investment.
Thanks, Joe. You've done so good.
By the way, we brought off a lot of people.
I can't figure out which one's turkey neck that I like better though, because both of them have a nice little turkey neck.
As he was sending people to find the cheapest jobs overseas and to bring home a product.
I think Trump stands out better because he's wearing the red tie. If Biden was wearing a red tie, I'd probably think he'd have the better turkey neck.
Those fabs, they call them, that to build these chips. Those fabs pay over $100,000. You don't need a college degree for them. And there's billions, about $40 billion already being invested and being built right now in the United States, creating significant jobs for Americans from all over the world.
He said he's sending them love letters.
Would you like to add anything?
Yeah, I would. The idea that somehow we are this failing country. I've heard a president talk like this before. With the NBA war, name me a single major country president who didn't trade places with the United States of America. All our problems and all our opportunities. We're the most progressive country in the world in getting things done. We're the strongest country in the world. We're a country in the world who keeps our word, and everybody trusts us. All of our allies and our those who he calls up Kim Jong-un, we sent love letters to him.
Trump just won 2 club championships. Get the fuck out of here.
President Trump, to follow up, you would be 82 at the end of your second term. What do you say to voters who have concerns about your capabilities to serve?
Well, I took 2 tests, cognitive tests. I aced them, both of them, as you know. We made it public. He took none. I'd like to see him take one, just one, a real easy one. I go through the first 5 questions. You couldn't do it. But I took 2 cognitive tests. I took physical exams every year. And, you know, we knock on wood, wherever we may have wood, that I'm in very good health. I just won 2 club championships, not even senior, 2 regular club championships. To do that, you have to be quite smart, and you have to be able to hit the ball a long way. And I do it. He doesn't do it. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. He challenged me to a golf match. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. I think I'm in very good shape. I feel that I'm as in good shape as I was 25, 30 years ago. Actually, I'm probably a little bit lighter, but I'm in as good a shape as I was years ago. I feel very good. I feel the same. But I was willing to take a cognitive test. And you know what? If I didn't do well, I aced them. Dr. Ronnie Jackson, who's a great guy, when he was White House doctor. And then I took another one, a similar one. And one of them said they'd never seen anybody ace them.
Thank you. President Biden?
You can see he is 6'5" and only 225 pounds, 235 pounds. Well, you said 6'4", 200. Anyway, that's what you're. Just take a look at what he says he is, and take a look at what he is. Look, I'd be happy to have a driving contest with him. I got my handicap, which when I was vice president, down to a 6. And by the way, I told you before, I'm happy to play golf if you carry your own bag. Think you can do it?
That's the biggest one. He's a 6 handicap of all.
I was at 8 handicap. Yeah. 8.
I've seen you swing. I know you swing. Let's not act like children.
President Trump, we're going to turn
Let's not act like children.
to a specific concern that voters have about you. Will you pledge tonight that once all legal challenges have been exhausted, that you will accept the results of this election, regardless of who wins, and you will say right now that political violence in any form is unacceptable?
Well, I shouldn't have to say that, but of course I believe that. It's totally unacceptable. And if you would see my statements that I made on Twitter at the time, and also my statement that I made in the Rose Garden, you would say it's one of the strongest statements. In addition to the speech I made, in front of, I believe, the largest crowd I've ever spoken to, and I will tell you, nobody ever talks about that. They talk about a relatively small number of people that went to the Capitol, and in many cases were ushered in by the police. And as Nancy Pelosi said, it was her responsibility, not mine. She said that loud and clear. But the answer is, if the election is fair, free, and I want that more than anybody. And I'll tell you something. I wish he was a great president, because I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be at one of my many places enjoying myself.
He said,
I wouldn't be in an indictment because I wouldn't have been his political opponent. Because he indicted me.
Oh shit, we're very, very close to World War.
He was a great president. I would
We're
rather
very,
have that.
very close
I wouldn't be
to
here, but I
World
might be.
War
The only reason I'm here
Three.
is he's so bad
See,
as a
I told
president.
you what happened to
We're
my
going to
brain
make
after
America
watching these
great.
fucking
We're going to
idiots.
make America great again. We're a failing nation right now. We're a seriously failing nation. And we're a failing nation because of him. His policies are so bad.
My fucking brain
His
hurts right
military
now listening to these
policies
two
are
idiots.
insane. They're insane. These are wars that will never end with him. He will drive us into World War III, and we're closer to World War III than anybody can imagine. We are very, very close to World War III, and he's driving us there. And Kim Jong-un and President Xi of China, Kim Jong-un of North Korea, all of these, Putin, they don't respect him. They don't fear him. They have nothing going with this gentleman, and he's going to drive us into World War III.
You want a World War III. Let him follow and win and let Putin say, do what you want, NATO. Just do what you want. There's a thing called Article 5. An attack on one is attack on all. Required response. The idea. I can't think of a single major leader in the world who wouldn't trade places with the job I've done, what they've done. Because we're a powerful nation. We're a wonderful place. Because of the people. Not me, because of the American people. They take anything. They step up when they're needed. And right now, we're needed. We're needed to protect the world.
He said trouble with the Smith.
And again, we're going to have a war. Just let Putin go ahead and take Kyiv. Make sure they move on. See what happens in Poland, Hungary, and other places along that border. Then you have a war.
President Trump, as I come back to you for a follow-up, the question was, will you accept the results of this election, regardless of who wins?
Again, the question was,
Russia.
they didn't even
They took
answer
a lot
half
of
the
land from
questions
Bush.
that they tried to
They
ask
took
him.
a lot of land from Obama and Biden. They took no land, nothing from Trump, nothing. He knew not to do it. He's not going to play games with me. He knew that. I got along with him very well, but he knew not to play games. He took nothing from me. But now he's going to take the whole thing from this man right here. That's a war that should have never started. It would have never started ever with me. And he's going to take Ukraine. And, you know, you asked me a question before, would you do this? He's got us in such a bad position right now with Ukraine and Russia. Because Ukraine's not winning that war. He said, I will never settle until such time. They're running out of people. They're running out of soldiers. They've lost so many people. It's so sad. They've lost so many people, and they've lost those gorgeous cities with the golden domes that are 1,000 years old, all because of him and stupid decisions. Russia
Now
would
all
have
of a
never
sudden,
attacked.
Trump's going to tell you he
That was
wasn't even going
the
to run
question was,
again.
will you accept the
Fuck
results of
out
the
of here.
election, regardless of who wins? Yes or no, please.
If it's a fair and legal and good election, absolutely. I would have much rather accepted these, but the fraud and everything else was ridiculous. And if you want, we'll have a news conference on it in a week, or we'll have another one of these in a week. But I will absolutely, there's nothing I'd rather do. It would be much easier for me to do that than I'm running again. I wasn't really going to run until I saw the horrible job he did. He's destroying our country. I would be very happy to be someplace else in a nice location someplace. And again, no indictments, no political opponent stuff, because it's the only way he thinks he can win. But unfortunately, it's driven up my numbers and driven them up to a very high level because the people understand it.
Let's see what your numbers are when this election is over. Let's see. You're a whiner. When you lost the first time, you continued your appeal
I
to the
wonder
appeal
if
to
during the
court.
commercial break that's coming
Not
up,
one single court in America said
if
any
either one
approved
of
of
those
any bill,
commentators, whether
state or
it's
local, none.
Jake full of
They
shit
do continue to
crapper
provoke
or
this lie
fucking Dana,
that
who was
somehow
that? What's that
this
other lady's
that the
name there right
defense
now?
is doing. There's no evidence of that at
Yeah.
all. And I'll tell
Okay.
you what, I
Blonde
doubt we
Barbie
will
reading your
accept. It's
teleprompter or
wrong.
your script.
The idea if we lose again, we accept the
I wonder if
it's
either one of those people will
it's
ask
something.
both of them during the middle of the commercial
We'll be
break,
right back
hey,
with more
are either
from the
two of you
CNN
fucking idiots
presidential
going to
debate.
answer the questions we ask you or not?
I ain't answering shit. Wait, let me read this. Wait, I can't mute it. I'm on the air. Look, I'm with that music. Hey, fuck it. Let me turn the TV back. Oh. Well, I see cars on the highway. They open up the highway again in Atlanta.
Welcome to the world of Bloodlust, the game of various levels of challenges to continuously improve your skills and stretch.
My stomach is turning, man. Gotta start drinking, bro.
To see how high up a
I don't know, man.
achieving
Yo, this fucking shit taking too long. We got another 28 minutes.
Bloodlust is completely free to play and no need Wi-Fi. So you can indulge in this captivating world without spending a dime. Download Bloodlust game on the App Store or Google Play.
People are awesome. Stream free on the Roku channel.
Push whatever it takes.
These 12 people will lose the fear, lose the excuses, and lose the weight. You've lost 10, 13, 14, 12.
Hey, Ant.
The one who loses the most will $100,000. Welcome to the
Hey,
biggest
Ant. You can allegedly hear me.
Weekend racing is over.
You just ain't got nothing to say again, but you can allegedly hear me.
All American Racing Night on the network, which never leaves the track.
I know you ain't on mute right now, motherfucker, because your fucking TV's screaming in the back.
That shit in my room.
Hey, Ant.
Promising female founders to come to
Ant.
Huh?
Ant.
Yeah.
Ant. Hey,
What you say? Yeah.
Ant, you can hear me?
Yeah.
Yo, Ant.
Stop playing, bro.
You can hear me?
Yo, you can hear me, man. Stop.
Hey, your boy Connor just said, give him his fucking wrench already, you douche.
I'm gonna give it to him, man. You gotta wait, man.
He's like, where's my...
Yeah,
He's in there asking me to tell you to give him his wrench already, homie.
Yeah, I'll be forgetting, man.
Fuck,
Cause I gotta
son.
look at the comments.
Well,
I gotta look at the comments.
Well, fucking A,
yo,
son.
my stomach is killing me, man.
Get on your shit, son.
Oh. Wait, hold on. I'm in my room now. Oh, I'm on the computer in here, man. I'm gonna go for the computer the rest of this shit. I gotta lay down my stomach, man. Killing me. They still on commercial here too.
It came back on. They got
Now I'm on
senile Joe.
YouTube.
They got senile
There
Joe
it is.
talking by himself right now.
Yeah, he by himself. Wait, let me turn it up. Oh shit, I got this shit on here.
What'd you eat? A bad pork chop?
No, I didn't eat yet. Remember I said, I think it's that liquor I was drinking earlier with that fucking taste.
It's that strawberry daiquiri shit you've been drinking.
I tell you, yo, I went to the bathroom how many times since we've been on here?
This fucking weirdo.
I see.
He's supposed to mix that daiquiri with, I think, was
I tell you, I put the
rum?
ice.
Rum? You're supposed to mix it with rum and
This guy has increased your taxes.
Yo, dude, I think from side, man.
Yeah, that's cool. Mason lover.
That's
Can't
cognac.
handle the pandemic. And he finds himself in a
You little
position
Mason lover.
where he wants to tax
Paul
you more.
calls that nasty cognac. That's like fucking that's like a bad dog 40 Mad Dog 2020.
No, stop, man.
That shit's nasty.
That's Cardi. I used to drink my homeboy from on that.
Just like that Cavassier bullshit. Yeah. Or just like that Remy bullshit. That shit's nasty.
Yeah, the Remy is bad and the Cavassier. That shit don't even do nothing to me. Make it
better put on your red ski mask and duck and run.
Wow.
The ambulance was coming for you.
What we're doing with lead pipes and all the things that are causing health problems. people across
Too
the
many
country.
closing statements, buddy. Go home.
Inflation and give people a break.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump, you now have 2 minutes for your closing statement.
Like so many politicians, this man was just a complainer. He said, we want to do this, we want to do that, we want to get rid of this tax, that tax. But he doesn't do anything. He doesn't do, all he does is make our country unsafe by allowing millions and millions of people to pour in.
He sounds
Our
like a
military
broken
doesn't
record. He just
respect
keeps
them. We look
repeating
like
himself.
fools in Afghanistan. We didn't stop Israel. It was such a horrible thing that would have never happened. It should have never happened. Iran was broke. Anybody that did business with Iran, including China, they couldn't do business with the United States. They all passed. Iran was broke. They had no money for Hamas or Hezbollah, for terror, no money whatsoever. Again, Ukraine should have never happened. He talks about all the stuff, but he didn't do it. For 3.5 years, we're living in hell. We have the
He
Palestinians and
said the
we have everybody else
Palestinians are
rioting all over
rioting
the place.
all over the
You talk
place.
about
It's not
Charlottesville.
them.
This is 100 times
They're
Charlottesville,
getting
1,000
bombed
times.
on from what you're
The whole
telling us
country
by
is
Israel.
exploding
How are they
because
rioting?
they don't respect you, and they have to respect
The
their
only riot
president.
is how
And they don't respect you
everybody
throughout the
running away
world.
from the bombs that
What we did
Israel's
was
dropping on them
incredible.
right now.
We built the military. We got the largest tax cut in history, the largest
I think they
regulation cut
both
in
should have
history.
came on
The
here
reason
wearing a
we stepped
yarmulke
back
on the
is
back of
because I
their
thought the
heads and
regulations are good, Judge,
showing
but
their
he's putting a lot of those regulations back on.
pride for
All of the
Israel.
things we've done, nobody's never seen anything like, even from a medical standpoint, right to try, where we can try space age materials instead of going to Asia or going to Europe and trying to get, when you're terminally ill, now you can go and you can get something, you sign a document, they've been trying to get it for 42 years. You know, what we did for the military was incredible. Choice for our soldiers. Our soldiers, instead of waiting for 3 months to see a doctor, can go out and get themselves fixed up and readied up and take care of themselves for a living. And that's why I had the highest approval rating in the history of the VA. So all of these things, we're in a failing nation, but it's not going to be failing anymore. We're going to make it
Oh,
great
that
again.
bitch's name is Dana
Thank you,
Bash. I remember now, Dana.
President Biden,
That's
stay with
Dana.
us
No, when they
because
Dana
keep
the
talking about
Bash.
Charlottesville, what
of
they
this
talking
debate,
about? That
Anderson
car?
Cooper and Aaron Burnett
Yeah, that
starts.
was part of it. That was
Yeah.
part of it. But allegedly, they had a bunch of. Remember, they had the video footage of allegedly people walking out of allegedly the forest, is what they tried to say on here. But I don't remember seeing a forest scene as much as I just
What he
remember
talking
seeing.
about? He said they had hoodies on. I don't remember that. Well, he said the
Yeah,
KKK. Huh?
he tried to say they were carrying torches and they had
Yeah.
swastikas and
President and former presidents making
Oh
their
my
way
gosh,
off the CNN
Pooper
debate
Scooper.
stage. Looks
Oh
like
my
Joe
gosh.
Biden, the first lady,
I'm
has
trying
come
to
out.
shit,
Former
man.
President Trump
See,
walking
I don't remember that one. I remember the car
first debate of the
was going through the
2024 campaign.
crowd.
The
That's
earlier
fake shit.
that was part of it
in front of the voters tonight, along with Aaron Burnett.
because it
First
was
row
like a 2-3 day event or some shit
and flash poll.
Yeah, the
where
car.
the
What did it?
walk in with the torches and shit. The stage, the walking happened at night, I think, and then the car shit was the next day, I think.
Yeah.
And CNN chief national correspondent.
When I was using stuntman and shit.
Anderson,
Fucking
this
fake
was
ass
a
shit.
game-changing debate in the sense that right now, as we speak, there is
They gave me a strike for that video
and
too.
a
I
very
did a
aggressive
video on that
panic.
shit. I got a fucking strike.
Look, is he saying? Hold on. Yeah. Uh, yeah. He's talking about Muir's talking. Mealy Mouth David Muir's talking about how he froze up for 5-6 seconds or something, and was because he was talking about one thing, froze up, and then said something completely off the wall. This fucking guy. I can't believe this is who they tell us we get to vote for. Like what the fuck is going on this earth?
Yeah. Some people do vote. That's the problem.
I mean, what the fuck is this though? Like, if you've got a brain, which I lost half of mine from watching this shit, so I'm suing both of these guys. Wait, fuck. If you've got half a brain, which I still have half of one, what the fuck is this that we get to vote for? Like, why would you even waste your time filling out any piece of paper to vote for either one of these fucking pieces of shit?
Yeah, that's what I be saying. And the funny part, 4 years later, it's gonna be two more assholes.
Ah,
Like
yeah, I
that'll
know.
be the
No,
same
I
shit.
know what it is. I guess change is coming on the next vote. Something different. Something different's gonna happen than than what's happened the last 50 years. More things are gonna get much better for the people. I look forward to paying $10 for a head of lettuce.
Yeah, they said Democrats is concerned about Biden's performance tonight.
You think?
Yeah, that was another first that we witnessed Rachel Scott.
Who
Who
that
do you
black lady from CNN? Who is
who do you think they would try to replace him with? Because I think he's going to have a fall here again before the election, and he's not going to be able to walk anymore.
There was some head nodding from the former President Donald Trump, which again made for a
wait a
moment.
what?
Unlike there were many moments here that we have seen before.
If he can't do it, what? Kamala got one? Kamala Harris?
If she keeps his, obviously he's not changing his VP, so if he falls out, if he gets elected, then she becomes president.
Yeah, that's if he get elected. Otherwise, let's say he fall out during the debate.
Sort of a non sequitur
Do
there.
she got a debate, or they got to find
No.
somebody else?
So at that point, if he's basically deemed unfit and he's still in his term, which he is right now, then
And she got to go.
she steps in.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
She don't have to
I mean,
debate.
that's
She doesn't have to debate. She becomes the acting sitting president.
yeah, but that means Trump will win by default.
No.
So who you gonna be running against?
I guess if he falls out
Yeah.
completely and becomes irrelevant and not existent anymore, then I guess maybe then she would debate, but I wouldn't see that happening because again, I think the Democrats would look for somebody else, like that lame ass dude out of California, Newsom, or any other lame ass blue tie wearing fucking guy, or any other lame ass red tie wearing guy. It really doesn't matter. Honestly, it doesn't fucking matter.
Well, it's not. Yeah, they keep saying he like he said, Trump is only 3 years. They 3 years apart.
But even on abortion rights,
Yeah, but
But Trump's saying more sane than him.
a little bit, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. I said more. I mean a little bit.
Well, I mean,
They both goofies.
yeah, it's just fucking hilarious, man. Again, like here, it's like I don't get it, man. Like just because you put some peanut butter with that piece of shit and wrapped it with two pieces of bread doesn't make it a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Well, who's
So
this dude? Boy,
these fucking just that's what they give us. They're like, here's a peanut butter and shit sandwich for you to chew on. One comes in a blue bag and one comes in a red bag.
Now, who's this dude talking?
David, I think we have to be very clear. This was a very bad night for Joe Biden. I have been talking to Democrats as this debate progressed.
According to
That's
this
also
guy,
bad night
this
for Joe.
Jonathan Carl from ABC says this was a
Like,
very, very bad night for Joe Biden.
yeah, I heard it.
Against Donald Trump.
I don't want CNN because I'm still on the YouTube. They playing the CNN. It's like
Oh.
8 motherfuckers in the studio all of a
Everybody
sudden.
wanted Roe v. Wade repealed.
Who is this lady talking? Why they not putting their names on the screen? I don't know. Who is this lady?
Committee deleted all the evidence that Nancy Pelosi refused 10,000 National Guard troops. None of that was true, and Biden was not effectively able to bring the argument back to him. I talked to one Democratic member of Congress, who is a strong.
Oh, man, I might gotta go on mute. Now I could do it. No.
Saying to me, I am in a state of shock. He is diminished to an
Wow. I
extent
feel
that
it.
has become undeniable. Biden's going to
Who's
have to
this
answer
lady,
these
man?
questions. This was not just.
This guy says that whoever he talked to in the Democratic Party says that he was in a state of shock that Biden slipped to some sort of. It's like, what the fuck, man? Like, don't act all brand new like you just now are realizing that this dude doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
It's a conversation that is being conducted privately.
Like, this is brand new. Like, all of a sudden tonight, well, that's it. Biden's clearly lost it. We got to find somebody else. Instead, we'll just play it. We'll just play it off like we don't recognize that he's completely nuts.
To restore confidence
What's this guy? Van James Jones?
Oh, Van Jones? Yeah, he's a sellout little boule bitch.
Yeah. What a black dude.
Oh, Van's a fucking whack job though. He said some off the wall shit. That's a crazy fucking dude right there. That's one crazy dude, that Van Jones dude. He's fucking weird.
Yo, man, I'm not gonna go. Well, you talking? I
Look,
don't have time.
he got the same tone as you. He'd sell you up a river so quick, just like this lady on ABC right now, Donna Brazil.
How about her?
It's another boule bitch in the media,
Mm,
just like your boy Benjamin Crump.
mm,
You got a problem? Just call Benjamin Crump.
mm.
He'll bring CNN with him.
I still don't know why he was with Reggie Bush when he got his Heisman. That didn't make no sense.
Because he was bringing Reggie into the club.
Now, how many niggas in the studio? 1, 2, 3. It's like 8 motherfuckers. Now, who this white one?
He was Reggie's handler.
Elisa Griffin. You heard her? Elisa Griffin. You heard of her?
No, I don't know that one.
Well, I don't think she worked for CNN. But she there. Well, I don't think she.
I mean, if she's there, she's got to work for him.
No, it's like 8 motherfuckers in the studio. All of a sudden. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, no, it's 9. Yeah, I didn't want to count Pooper Scooper. I don't know if she a politician or not. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't think she worked with C. I mean, she does. Yeah, they got a round table going on. But
Nine
I
in
got
front of the camera, two behind it gives you your 911.
The right question actually is what happens because to his
name's
a
John
great political
King.
strength
You
of Joe
heard of him?
Biden is his resilience and his stubbornness. It's also sometimes a blind spot because he is so stubborn. It's going to be very hard to someone, and I don't know who it is, who could go to Joe Biden and say you need to do this. Number one, and the question is again, like I'm just telling
No,
you,
I can't watch the CNN too much. I can't watch any of them really. Every time I hear
I
any of
don't
them
think they
talk,
wait. I think they just guess.
what
They
happened on this thing
wait.
tonight happened in the
I
middle of
guess
the
they
debate. It
political.
started early
Yes.
and it continued. And to Van's point, Van made a very important
Well,
point.
Van Jones, he
These are
fucked with
people
CNN.
who love Joe Biden.
And who else?
Who
Penn.
credit Joe Biden for kicking Donald Trump out of the White House. They're Democrats. The Democratic Party is a very diverse party.
And,
it fights about a lot of things. It has generational issues. It's had regional issues and everything else. The thing that unites the Democratic Party is trying to keep Donald Trump from getting back into the White House. They love Joe Biden for kicking him out. They don't want him back. They came into this debate.
But I don't want none of them back. I don't want none of them back. We should go with no president. See what happens.
no, because then
Oh my God!
I think by order of rank, that would go down to somebody in Congress, and I think the Speaker of the House possibly would be the third one in command.
But with no president. Oh my God!
At least your number one fan hasn't been harassing you in your chat tonight.
He did. You see that? You didn't see it?
No, I didn't see it. Oh wait, I might
And
have, but
Bronco,
that might have been before I fell out because remember I had to come back in.
oh yeah, when you fall
So
out,
yeah,
the
so it
private chat
erases
disappears.
it erases the prior back chat.
Well, he's earlier. He said talk about the date, dumb motherfucker. I mean the debate. I'm
Yeah,
like,
you
that's
see,
when
you
I
look.
said,
I knew you'd come clean. You just said it. He said talk about the date. So you guys
I
setting up a
was,
date when you guys setting up your date.
oh my god, that guy's a weirdo. He said
Go
talk about the debate.
go ahead and talk about you and his date coming up. When is it?
Oh. How do you think he's supposed to get up back on the panel if he keep calling me names?
Well,
Fucking dumbass nigga.
how you got so many guys that are fans of you so much that they want to come on your panel and after you tell them not you're not coming in, he still wants to come in.
Yeah, and I don't. If somebody said, "Oh, come on, their panel," I ain't coming back in. Fuck out of here. What that look like? Oh.
I wonder if he turned off if the notifications or if he left on the notifications so every time you go live it notifies him and he's like, oh shit, I get to harass
Yeah,
somebody. I get to
oh,
go
he turned
harass him.
it on. It gotta be on, dude. I don't know. He made that new channel with yo. See. I can't. See, he's not leaving comments in the comment section. Well, I don't think he could leave one in the comment section, but he still could do it backstage. That don't make sense. Well, anyway, I gotta go. Well, you know where I gotta go. I don't know where my stomach acting like this.
Don't forget to give Cottages his wrench again, finally.
Yeah. No, I ain't hanging out. I'm going to the thing.
You told him you were gonna give him one. He asked me to tell you to give
Oh
him one.
yeah, I gotta go take a number two.
Why don't you just say you gotta go get busy doing some ant fangs? You put yourself on mute now? You got your phone attached to the wall? It's hanging on the wall. It's got a cord attached to it. You can't take the chime in every once in a while in between pushes. Yo, where's Mario at? Oh shit. Oh shit. I don't even know if you got anybody in here listening to you right now anyway. So I ain't got much to say right now. I gotta recuperate some brain cells. I just lost a lot watching that fucking debate, man. Nobody said anything of major substance. No, or substance. Nobody had any substance behind their words. It was just fucking two senile old men on stage uh, saying nothing good about making this country or this earth better.
staring blankly into the camera. They're going to remember him looking down, losing his train of thought, and they're going to remember that everything I thought I knew, that the White House told me don't believe my own eyes, is actually true. That's not what I said, Scott, was Joe Biden was not the candidate. If there was another candidate, I think Donald Trump would be. Yeah, but what is that debate in the sense that Donald Trump lied throughout? He misrepresented. He tried to turn away from key points that he should have given answers on these types of questions. Which any normal generic Democrat, and I don't think he would have won the night, but you put somebody who was
Yeah, I left that. Oh, I got it on mute. No, I left it on. It's that white lady again, Alicia. Oh, I'm
Hey,
still going
so
live.
what number did sorry ass Bronny end up going?
55, second round. It was a fifth pick overall. So that's what? So how many teams in the NBA? 30? Yes, 30 teams, I think. So he was 5 away from being the last pick. How the Lakers? Oh yeah, I forgot they traded too. That's how they got all them picks.
Yeah, because when I was watching, they were showing who was coming in the ahead in the picks. I didn't even see the Lakers have a 55th pick.
They had, I think they had back to back. I think they got 55 and 56 in the second round. I think they had 2 in the second round.
Well, they just clearly solidified their team with that 55th selection, and it's going to probably result in the title.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying earlier. They go with the chip. I want to see if he'll scream on his son when he fuck up on a play. Like
I
I was
mean,
saying.
has a father and a son ever played on the same court in the NBA before?
Nah, not in the
So
NBA.
that'll be a first, and then
Yeah,
they'll
they
be.
already
That's why
reporting
they're
that
gonna.
shit.
That's
That's
why
the
they're
first.
gonna win it. That's why they're gonna win a title is because then LeBron and his son will go down as the first and only ever father son combo to win an NBA title together.
Yeah.
I mean,
Only have,
that's got NBA propaganda and monetary value all over it.
man, if they was to win, you know that shit is fake. They got a rookie head coach, and they got a Bronny. He don't even belong in the NBA. All right, if they was to win the title, man, you know it's fake. Man, I'm gonna start going live from my room. I'm always in the kitchen. I'm gonna start going live over here. See, I can lay down and talk.
Shit, that's the last thing you need is to be able to lay down and talk. Then you're really falling out every time.
That's what I, nah, if I'm drinking, I'm not drinking. Lay down. There's a reason why I'm not. My stomach fucked up. That's shit making me got the runs. I didn't even cook my food yet. I probably cooked that shit 2 in the morning, man. Oh, oh. I got that. I want to eat that shit. Then I gotta warm up the. Oh my gosh. I was supposed to be in 8.
I guess in Hillsdale County, Michigan, there was a sheriff deputy shot tonight. I heard on the news, sheriff down.
What, in Michigan?
Yeah, in Michigan tonight. That's what I'm hearing on the news here in the background right now.
Well, I'm in the room. I went on TV. In here. Somebody
Uh-oh.
else said,
They say the gunman is still on the run.
wait, what's up? What's what they gonna happen? They gonna kill him or he kills himself? It's gonna be one of the two.
I mean, if it's like Arkansas, nothing will happen. He'll be alive and arrested and in jail, and we'll give you his 33-page manifesto afterwards.
Now I'm gonna go with they they gonna kill him. They're gonna say they got into a shootout. Wait, oh yeah, where I'm going? I'm going on Google. Well, you said in Michigan. Not even.
It said Hillsdale County, Michigan.
Oh, Hillsdale. On the same night when they had a debate, a sheriff gets shot. They were doing some weird shit. I don't even have a AR. Honestly, we saw Hills County.
Hillsdale.
Oh, Hillsdale.
Hillsdale.
Smell it, bro.
Hillsdale.
Hey, stop playing, bro. I'm not smell it. I thought you said Hills
I
County.
just figured out how to spell the word the.
Yeah. Shut up, man. Shut the
Yeah,
fuck up.
because you gave me a spelling lesson the other day.
What I said?
You taught me how to spell it.
What's the?
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember that. I forgot why I said it. What the fuck? Why I said that for?
Because
Well,
you
you
were
spelled it
probably
wrong.
trying to be an asshole.
Well, I spelled it wrong. Well, this is the deputy? Or
No,
this
I
is the.
told you you taught me how to spell it. So now I know how to spell it.
Now, they got a picture here, but this is the suspect or the deputy. Wait. Well, I guess this is the suspect right here. They say it was on a traffic stop, so he just shot the cop. That don't even make sense. If he wanted, why he just didn't do a high speed chase? What he gotta stop and shoot the cop?
Out approximately 2:18.
218.
27.
I mean, that's one way to get him to stop chasing you if you put a hole in him, huh?
Man, they're gonna kill you when they find you.
Near, make sure I get this road right for you. Beecher and Land Road, just down the road. Made a traffic stop on a subject. I made contact with the subject. There was an attempt to, I believe, take the subject into custody. Subject produced a handgun and shot the deputy. Then the subject fled on foot.
He fled on foot.
Deputy on scene, and they had taken the deputy and threw him in the car and took him to the hospital. Unfortunately, the deputy did not survive, and he passed away.
Now, what's his name, man?
The deputy, as we have to do more notification to the family. That name will be released tomorrow.
Oh, so the dude died. So now he's a cop killer.
Yeah. Now but they won't give out the sheriff's name. Well, you heard he said till tomorrow. I want to know his name. Maybe one of them ones was about to retire, or he got a name that was dead already, like 8 years ago. He probably one of them cops who just want to retire. So they're gonna kill him off. They said the suspect ran on foot. The suspect ran on foot. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, and allegedly they set up a perimeter or something to do a search for him, but nothing came up. And that I
Yeah,
heard,
they couldn't find him.
they said he was still on the run.
Yeah, they can't find nobody, bro.
He must be using his invisible powers.
Yo, that's crazy. They can't find nobody. But they could catch everybody else, but they can't catch a guy running off on foot. He didn't even pull off in the car. Why he didn't just he ran on foot?
They're probably using the same guys that they were when they were looking for Osama bin Laden.
They
But
can't find him.
I bet you I know who will find this guy before the people searching for him do.
Tony Ankle said Seattle was turning into a hellhole.
CBS will find him and interview him.
Yeah.
About shooting the cop before the cops find him.
Yeah. They're gonna interview him. They're gonna say I'm innocent. He's still gonna disappear.
They'll probably set
But
up
that's
the
the funny.
interview and have it in a
Yeah.
cave with him sitting right next to his rifle.
Yo, the funny part with that Bin Laden shit. Why did they should have brung the authorities with them? Yeah, that's crazy. Who called who? They called Bin Laden or he called them?
They signed a deal that they would come alone and they would keep the cops out of it.
Yo, that shit is so funny and people just look over it. Like, that shit is funny. What the motherfucker? What was that dude? They killed that conspiracy theorist guy because he was talking about that shit.
Oh, that was what I was going to tell you. I heard something on the 153 the other day. I watched a video, and
What?
it was a dude that said his name was Jeff C.
He did? Well, remember, they said he passed.
I swear on it, bro. I'll have to go back and try to find it, but I swear on it. The dude was like, "Oh, so and so, this is Jeff C."
Well, you know Jeff C. voice, right? Huh? What the fuck? He fell out? Yo!
I put myself on mute right quick, dickhead.
Fuck you.
Hey, Aunt, did what's her name get a hold of you, though?
Who?
D's nuts, motherfucker.
Man, fuck you. That's
Hey,
corny.
you stupid.
That's
So,
corny.
you stupid, you keep falling for it. But, you, no, so I remember the Jeff C. dude from way back when, but I don't remember
I
if I
know, do you know
remember
his voice?
exactly what his voice sounded like. You know what I mean?
No, I know his voice. That's what I'm saying. I can look it up and see if that's really him. Well, you don't know what video it is on 153?
Nah, I don't remember. And I went back on there earlier trying to find the old video where it showed like every single president and so-called, candidate or whatever from like the 50s or something saying how every election from that point to this point has been the most important election in human history. Just saying the same shit over and
What
over.
else? The Jeff C. guy.
How they regurgitate everything. I don't remember what video it was that I saw
Oh.
where the dude was like, "Oh, this is Jeff C," and then he starts talking about shit. It was within the last 5 days. I know that, so I'll go back and look for it again. I wasn't looking for that Jeff C one the last time. I was looking for the president one, but I'll go look for that Jeff C one here, if not later than tomorrow. Man, I was trying to listen to y'all earlier as I was driving to the store. I had to go way the fuck off into this area that I've never been into before, and so I was trying to run the navigation, run the fucking had your stream on at the same time. I guess Nigel was jamming out earlier on your stream.
Yeah. I don't like when she do that, man. Well, I'm hearing the echo now. Like, what the fuck? What you doing? Yo.
Why you echoing?
I'm still echoing?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yo.
Now I hear echo, man. What are you doing, bro?
Aunt.
Yo.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Cool.
I'm about to get out of here in a minute. I'll probably come back with another one. A free.
right.
Oh, no, tomorrow.
Good night.
I'll do it tomorrow. I'm gonna do it quick.
Good night.
One night. I'm gonna do a late night freestyle to try after dark.
When? Tomorrow?
Now I was thinking about coming back tonight.
Man,
I don't know yet.
bitch, stop lying.
I said I don't know yet. I gotta see how my stomach feel. I still gotta cook. I'm gonna still be up. So
Well, you better start cooking.
I'm laying down for it. I'm trying to get my stomach right. I might gotta go back to the thing.
You and your things.
To the thing. I don't want to say it. To the thing.
No, but really, when is your date with Carmine?
What are you talking? Man, ain't no date, man. Just shut the fuck up, man. Ain't no fucking date, bro.
You said that he told you to talk about yours and his date.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, I think I misheard you. You said debate.
You know what I said, bro. So stop.
You
Yeah, I
got
don't know yet.
you got all kinds
I
of
gotta
dude.
see, man. I gotta get my stomach right because I gotta eat. I don't know. I might come back
You got
overnight.
all kinds of dude lovers. It's so cool.
Well, anyway, I might come back. I might not.
You're
I
not.
don't know yet.
So have a good night.
I'm gonna try to find something. I don't want to. No, I said I'm a freestyle. I don't know. We could talk about that cop. Nah, we can't even talk about that because they're not releasing his name until tomorrow.
I didn't see nothing about it though either, so I can't really speak on it.
The sheriff, yeah, they said they're releasing his name tomorrow.
They surely
So,
weren't as fast to catch this guy running away in the woods like they were Adam Lanza.
yo, that should be funny what they be doing. What's that dude? David.
Wasn't there
Oh,
4 people running through the woods that day? And I remember CNN had like somebody
yeah,
else on camera, and they're like, "Oh, that must be
yeah,
the shooter."
yeah. And he was the wrong
And
guy.
then they're like, "No, that wasn't the shooter. That was just some guy running away from the school in the woods. He was actually going to Gene Rosen's house. He's fine."
What's that dude named? David Bonner. That's his name, David Bonner.
Who? What are you talking about?
The one who was shooting the cop. They found him in them. Well, they never found him. Remember, he was
What?
shooting all them cops. He was an ex-cop. He was a cop. Now he started killing cops. What's his name was David. Yo, that shit was the funniest one, bro.
Man, I heard some crazy shit earlier. I can't remember where I heard it at. Where there was something about the cops in some city were trying to frame some lady with the murder of her former boyfriend cop, or her former cop boyfriend, and
Hmm.
that come to find out the cop was killed by one of his own by one of his own fellow cops um somewhere else, and that they tried to frame her for the murder even though she had nothing to do with it. It was some crazy shit. I don't remember where the fuck I heard this. This was earlier. I heard it though. Might have been on some bullshit ass fucking like propaganda TV show like Entertainment Tonight or some shit where it's almost like those magazines you would see at the checkout lines in the grocery store, the National
Hmm.
Enquirer and shit like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, this was a great debate tonight, man. I'm so glad I watched those two guys. I feel much better about the two choices that we have for president now.
A lot of people do.
Yeah, fucking Joe, man, when he froze and went blank, that was the best. It's just fucking hilarious. All right, Aunt, have a good night, homie. Get some rest. We'll talk to you in a week.
In a week. All right, man. I'll probably come back later. I don't know yet.
Big
All right, man. I'm
Sean
on here, y'all. I've been on here for
lying. Big
how many
Sean
hours?
lying.
I said I might, cause I'm still I gotta cook. I gotta get my stomach clear. While the food cooking, what the fuck I'm gonna be doing? I don't know what movie on I could watch. Well, I gotta. Let me see if I can find. Well, I might.
You could find anything. I thought you have free cable.
Yeah, I got the other thing too. Like it's on demand. Like I can watch it, but I want to watch. I gotta see what they got. That's what I want to. All right, I'll be back. Now I ain't gonna say I'll be back. I might be.
You lying.
I might be.
How's that song go?
What?
If you tired, be quiet and go to sleep, ho.
Well, I ain't going to sleep. I'm telling you.
All right. Well, good luck, man. Have a good night.
Oh,
I hope your little tummy feels better.
my little son. This guy, man. All right, man. I'm out of here, bro. After that,
Peace.
get out of here with that.